Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meets him with a straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
Bring the truth or tell on your ass what you're doing or what you're not doing every single time. You can lie, you can bullshit and all that, but when that bell rings, if you ain't put that work in, it's gonna show, bro. It's gonna show. Not to mention y'all in a sport that can cost you your life. Literally, you can die in this shit. So if that's the case, man, if you're gonna do this, don't bullshit with it. If you don't really want it, say to yourself, keep it real with yourself. I really don't want this shit. I can't put the work in that it requires. Walk away. Ain't nobody mad at you. Go out there, you're young enough, you go get educated, get a skill, do something, man. But don't play with this, man. People you can get killed in this shit, man.
Good, what's good, y'all? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? It's Friday. We gonna talk some boxing, y'all. You already know, man. Art man, you got me laughing. Oh man. How y'all feeling though, man? We back to build and get boxing is just do how we always do. Y'all already know. I don't know what side y'all on, whether it's vertical or horizontal. Hit the like button, sub to the channel. Hype the live, share the live. We gonna talk about it. Art man already coming in here, so I just gotta roll the beautiful bean footage one time for my guy Art man, because sometimes they be catching amnesia. They don't really be knowing what's up, and I already know what they gonna say. Oh, that was a long time ago. Nah, I ain't trying to hear it. Check it out. Yeah, shout out to Art man. He said respect to Justin. I've been telling him for years. Shakur or what? That damn smoke, scary ass PR kid, man. Look, man, it's Brick City Navy, man. Look.
First thing that I don't even know how it happened because
because we thought that we was getting points. You dig what I mean? Because Core is an Olympian. Core always then got in on Devin. Nigga, are you tripping? You niggas, y'all. Nigga, the whole shit started because it was live that we're in there with Core. Not Core is getting out on us. Like, he's the big nigga. He's the big homie in the shit. It was never, we would always, nigga, first the gap was like this. The gap got closer and always got, if you got off any with Core, it was a plus. If you just had a good day, that's how it was with him. All the way up until now, brother. That's why I told you, I said, inside the weight classes, when we moving, just like niggas is moving now, brother, if it's too hot at 30, we already ready to go to 40, bro. Listen, brother.
You're already ready to go to 40, brother. Shout out to Art, man. We're going to get into it, though. We're going to get into it. Shout out to you, DP Rocker, Al Booger. What's good, BJ in the building? My dog, Dante's Boxing Talk. My homie. Shout out to Adam's Boxing Show, man. One of those, somebody that got something real to add to this space. Shout out to you, man, the work you doing, man, in that Twitter space, man. You fighting a good fight. I don't know if you know, but you fight the good fight by just talking real boxing, making real posts with real engagement, no trolling. You know, we had fun, but I be seeing you. Shout out to Adams Boxing. Jordan, what it do, my guy? Think you going to his 5th weight class to play games? This is business. Take the claws or go fight on VLK. You know it, Al Booger. Cool, bro. I ain't even catch it, bro. We gonna talk about it. I got the Breakfast Club joint. CJ, what it do? John Wick, what it do, man? That's just is a new day. Ninja talk about rehydration causes. y'all sick, ain't y'all? Yo, y'all don't find it funny how y'all trying to force the conversation, like, until he steps in the ring with Teofimo, he's officially still a lightweight, and y'all got y'all chest poked out as if y'all gotta listen. The only reason y'all even loud because it's like a 2-weight gap. But I'm telling you now, man, I hope they can make that fight. But I don't know if he going to 47. We're going to talk about all of that, man. Blunt Sports, you already know what it do. They're going to keep trying to say it's old, but that you can't dismiss what Bill Haney said. You could try to act like it's old. He talked about the gap. It still is a gap. He said it got close, but it's still a gap. Yeah. Listen, man. Listen. Y'all acting crazy, man. Huh? Y'all know the clips, man.
It's like me and Shakur, we talk like every other day. So, I'm not ducking or dodging nobody, but that's not somebody I'm just in a rush to get in the ring with.
That's just not somebody I'm in a rush to get in the ring with. I don't give a damn how old the clip was. Show me the clip where Shakur Stevenson is saying I'm not in a rush to get in the ring with him. You get me? Shout out to Elijah. You get me? Y'all must have forgot, B. Y'all must have forgot. Hey, man, y'all must have forgot. G. Huh? Y'all must have forgot. Y'all forgot about this? Y'all forgot? Nah, man. Shout out to Haney, man. Haney, I'm glad that this is even a conversation again, because all things real. I support all these dudes. Win, lose, or draw, don't really matter. I just think if they fight, I got Core. You know what I mean? No bias. I could explain to you why I got Core, right? Just like y'all could explain to me why y'all got Haney. And I won't say y'all crazy for it. You know what I mean? Devin Haney's a hell of a fighter. And if y'all really follow the channel and y'all locked in, y'all know me. You know, I've been going to bat for him and giving him his just due since I had the channel, but more so even after the Ryan Garcia situation. I was the guy that's saying, you know, Devin Haney would probably need more than one fight to bounce back. And he showed us that, right? So I'm not against him. I'm not a hater of his, right? He's a hell of a fighter, man. I'm glad that he won a fight against somebody that's making this conversation a real thing. But y'all better pump y'all brakes, man. That shit different, bro. He ain't no Brian Norman. Respect to Brian Norman. It's just they different fighters, bro. Like, this ain't that. I know y'all feeling like, we comfortable. It's Debo dead. We at 47. Can't nobody beat us. Not so fast. That rehydration shit got y'all tripping. Man. Shout out to Mag 7, man. He said what Crazy Bill said about Tanya. He just called him out. So he'll fight him with a rehydration clause, and they think the fight won't happen. I said, oh, yeah. And it's early, bro. You got to think. He got Teo in front of him. All that stuff that you say before the situation is really in front of you don't really mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations where you cross that bridge when you get there. Y'all gonna knock it off, bro. Because how many people really seen Shakur at 47? I know he say he'd fight Conor Benn, and I feel like if you'll fight Conor Benn, you could fight them all. But he said the same thing about Conor Benn. Said the same thing. Put the same hydration calls he had on you, Benn. You get what I'm saying? He said the same thing about Conor Benn. And I think really what it boils down to is it's not about being scared. That's for casual. That's casual talk. But it is business. And I noticed in the Breakfast Club interview, shit I already know, but he talked about how he's not a big guy. He's a smaller guy. You talking about Devin Haney, that his pop said he could be fighting at 54. So, like, knock it off with all the games. I don't care for the rehydration clause stuff too much. I'm just not a fan of it. But at the end of the day, it's business, right? He ain't invented. I understand why he's saying it. He'd be fighting way out his weight class. If you just being honest, you talking about a dude that started at 126 pounds. What weight did Devin Haney start at? 35? Get what I'm saying? He started 2 weight classes under him. So I think he just feel like he's not the overly big guy. And you got a dude that, you know, he was weighing 160 plus on fight night at 140 pounds. So you just being real, you know, Devin's a big kid, man. He's a big dude, but I don't think that gives y'all the real leg to stand on. Y'all could push that shit if y'all want. Y'all can over celebrate that all y'all want. We talking about skill for skill. Hey man, y'all tell me what it is that Devin Haney do better than Shakur. Skill for skill. Don't be a fan. I'm talking about skill for skill. Tell me. And I ain't saying it ain't nothing, but just talk to me. Talk. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to play the Breakfast Club interview for y'all. Got y'all. Don't worry. Shout out to the homie Jay Grant. What it do? Now, we're going to have some fun, man. That's what we over here. Y'all know it. Y'all could talk some shit. We could have some fun, right? We just build on boxing. No boxing slander whatsoever, man. But I just feel like in that fight, I feel like Shakur beat him. I know they feeling good. They like, man, he said he want a rehydration clause, man. He's scared. Yeah, all right. You can't talk scared business to me, man. I don't have them type of conversations, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If that's the case, if Shakur's scared, then that means Devin Haney was scared right here, right? That's like saying Devin was scared because he ain't look at him, right? Had that mean ice grill on him, man. You hear me? We gonna get to the Breakfast Club joint though, because I know that's where he said. I think that's where he spoke about the rehydration shit. So we gonna get to it, y'all. We gonna get to it, but. Man, he got a whole fight ahead of him, man. Y'all speeding it up. Y'all trying to force it. Y'all trying to rush it, man. Y'all want to rush him to a fight, huh? Y'all want to rush him to 47. He can't even get Teo out the way, y'all. Let I'm saying we got Teo to worry about, man. We can't be playing around with no Haney. Man, big shout out to the homie Dante's Boxing Talk, man. Getting it started early in that Cash App with the quarter in the Cash App, man. Much love for that $25 holler in the Cash App. He said, let's start the show off right. Appreciate the love. Appreciate that support, man. Y'all keep hitting that like button. Let's keep building. Support the channel. Support the grind. We're going to get to it. John Wick, Crush the Legend.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdueboxing.
Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie Dante's Boxing Talk. He said just interview was heat. Yeah, man. We gonna review them both. Like y'all know how we do when we gotta fight. Al Booger, what's good with it? Devin ties up better than Corey. Right. Only Love said Teo trouble for all of them. Look, Teo's a good fight for all of them. Dangerous guy for all of them. On top of his game, fully focused, man. Teo is something to deal with, bro. You know what I'm saying? Teo is something to deal with. He is. You know, they say it's my channel birthday today too, y'all. So yeah, definitely support the grind. They said it's the channel birthday. Am I in year 4? Did year 4 just sneak up on me like that? It's crazy. It's crazy. We got about 40 people in the building. Hit the like button, y'all. We're gonna keep rocking. Mr. Improv, what it do? Let me pull up this interview from the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Breakfast Club. Teo easy work for Corey. Yeah, I mean, look. I would like to believe that, but you know, I ain't gonna allow myself to think that. I'm gonna just say that Teofimo gonna be the best fighter he got in the ring with. right? He gonna show up. I'm gonna expect the best version of Tio coming out there. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna expect. And I like the fact that that's what Shakur is preparing for, because we can't slip up. Don't play with no Teofimo. Don't play with him. Like, you get me? He can fight, you know, and I think he know what he up against. I think his back is a bit against the wall. The wall's closed in a little bit. He's turned down several fights. Options probably was getting more and more slim. So in a strange way, they needed each other. You know what I'm saying? They needed each other. Shakur need the kind of fighters that's gonna get him that name recognition, right? Teofimo's that guy. You know what I mean? Gonna be the most accomplished fighter to date. Most notable guy, right? So, and he just overall gonna be the best fighter Shakur got in the ring with. So anytime that those elements are in play, you wanna at least give the guy on the other side of a fighter a real chance, right? It's like these are the 50-50 type matchups for real, for real. I know people don't like Tio, but just look at it like that. Like this, the very best version of Tio versus the very best version of Shakur. Let's hope that that's what we get, so we can really see who the better man is. You know what I'm saying? No shaky performances on either side. I want to see just how good this man up on the screen is. You know what I'm saying? He's talked it for years and years, and he got his opportunity to back it up. And I believe he gonna do so, man. I believe he gonna show people. He gonna show people exactly what his level is and the difference between him and Tio. But like I said, it starts with understanding who's on the other side of you and what challenges in front of you. And all along through this build-up so far, he's labeled Tio as a great fighter, a hell of a fighter. Gave him credit for his skills and different things like that. And that's how I think he should keep it. Don't get rocked to sleep. Prepare for the very best version of that man, because that's what he gonna be. He don't have no choice. Anything less than the best version of Tio, he gonna get walked out of the damn guard. You hear me? Like, he can't afford, and that's how I know he gonna be on this game. He can't afford shit else. He getting in there with Shakur. This ain't Sandor Martin. Is experienced and is solid as Sandor Martin was. Respect to him, right? This ain't that. This ain't Jermaine Ortiz. This ain't Nakatani. This ain't Loma. Respectfully, this ain't Josh Taylor. This ain't none of them. Whether that's good or bad, this Shakur, and for Shakur, this is Tio. This ain't Artem. This ain't, you get what I'm saying? This ain't De Los Santos. This ain't, you get what I'm saying? This ain't Yoshino, right? This ain't Padley. This ain't Zapata, right? This Teofimo, and you got to treat it like that. You get me? I speak on both sides because I know this is a real fight. That's how they both got to go in there. Hey, man, I don't give a damn what you think about the resumes and who you thought he fought. Hey, when you get in there, you fighting. And I like what Tio said. Tio said, man, this the best fighter I'm getting in the ring with. And they both saying that. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear, oh, this dude a bum, so why you want to fight him? I don't want to hear none of that stupid talk. I want to hear how you talking. Like, talk, you know what I mean? Talk real. Let me know what's up with the guy that's in front of you. And look, Tio at his absolute best is entertaining. He fun to watch. He can kick ass. You get me? In a real way. It's just what it is. Flyer frequency. Shout out to Serratus. Shakur gonna get marked out. Listen, anything possible. Shout out to Mike Ron. Mr. Brother Change was good. They better watch out for Floyd Schofield. Christopher said Haney does better than Stevenson, claims better than Stevenson. I think that's it. Only thing, shout out to CJ, man. Appreciate you, man. We're gonna keep rolling, man. It's 50 people in the building. Hit that like, sub to the channel. 2 cents. What it do? Let's go. But let's get into this, man. Let's see what Cora had to say in his Breakfast Club interview that got y'all all, that got the Hanos clan uniting on me and stuff, man. Art Man was the first one in the building, like, man, just your man talking rehydrations, man. You don't want no smoke. Hey, man, hold on, though. Hold on. I almost let y'all off the hook, too. Hold on. Do I still got the clip in here? Hold on. Hold on. I almost let y'all off the hook, man. Y'all ain't hear what Pop said? Hold on. Let me roll a clip before we get into this Breakfast Club joint. Hold on, Hanos clan. I know why y'all lie. Listen to Pop.
Right? Mm-hmm. So now they gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk about people who said they're going to always try to stay 2 weight classes above us. Right. But you know, that's sensitive. The person who said it know who said it. You know, I'm going to kick it back in and whatnot. Right. But we know the deal. You know, yes, quote unquote, everybody and his weight class, everybody that's out there now. Yes, we used to box Tank all the time we was together. We fought Ryan. It's only one motherfucker we ain't fought.
Hold on. Hope y'all heard Pop Pop. Pop Pop said, man, we not going to say who said they're going to always stay 2 weight classes away. I ain't going to kick his back in, but they know who said it. Pop Pop be on y'all ass. Pop Pop been on y'all ass. And right now, y'all 2 weight classes away, and now y'all loud. Now y'all loud again. Now y'all done found y'all tongue. Shout out to the Hanos clan. Y'all ain't ready for this. Shout out to my guy Joe. We gonna have fun with this, y'all, because I support them both. So it's all fun and games. But I think ultimately, man, we got to see if Shakur ever fight at 47 for real, for real. Like, I never really envisioned them fighting up there unless it was for specific fights. So we don't know, but I'm not a fan of rehydration clauses. I want to put that out there. I know what Core said, but he also added some context to it, saying like he's not a big guy. So you get what I'm saying? He said the same shit to Conor Benn. So is he scared? That just means he's scared to fight? Nah, that just means that he know that our guys got some size on him. He ain't trying to give up all of his advantages. That's probably what that is. Just being honest. That's what that is. He like, man, probably look at Devin Haney. Man, that dude pretty big. Conor Benn just coming down for 160. These dudes kind of big, man. We might need some clauses to go with that fight. You know what I mean? But I want to go on record. I'm not a fan of any clauses because in the past, people have criticized and critiqued Tank heavily for doing it. So if you were one of the people that critiqued that Tank, and then you turn around and do it, it's kind of, you get me? It's like, you know what I'm saying? You critique Tank for doing it, and then you turn around, you're somebody that do it, but don't get too excited, y'all. You heard what Pop Pop said. Shout out to my homie OP, man. Nah, y'all wasn't loud at 35. Y'all ain't even want to look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's still with Bo Mac, bro. He's still with Bo Mac. Behind the hands TV, my dog on my side chick's gonna sign a clause. You hear me? Phil Shakur with shit. Look how small Tank be to all the rest. Nah, yeah, nah, I get it. I always I never knocked it. I understood why Tank did it because he's a really small guy. In this case, Shakur has never fought outside of 135 professionally, and it's crazy how the fans are so excited, like, oh, he's scared of Devin. It's like, bro, y'all 2 weight classes away, and you heard what Pop Pop said in the clip. See, they'll try to disregard what's being said. Like whether it's the Bill Haney clip, oh, it's old, but it's reality. Listen to what he said. Listen to what he said when they worked. He said if Dev got off any against Core, it was considered a good day. He called him the big homie. He really said that. He said we already said if people was moving just like dudes is moving now, if it get 2 out of 30, ready to go to 40, bro. He really said this shit. And they really did it in real life. They really did it. At 35, shit got hot. He went to 40. Not because he was running, but I think Devin always been fighting against his own body. You know what I'm saying? I think Shakur might naturally just be smaller than him, and he recognizes that. So he like, hey, man, might need a cause on that big-ass dude. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, yeah, I'm not a fan of it. But let's get to it, though. Hit that like button, sub to the channel. Let's keep going. We got 60 people in the building. Let's keep rolling, y'all.
Great. Fight the 31st?
We'll get to it.
Yeah. 31st of January, Madison Square Garden. Yep. We ready, bro. Let's jump right into it. So how you feeling fighting Teofimo? What do you think it's gonna be?
Honestly, this is a moment I've been kind of waiting for my whole career.
You waiting on that big name. You finally got one.
Yeah, it's like I've been kind of like pushing since I started. I want to fight the best fighters. Mm-hmm. So now, in this situation, I kind of reached out and I kind of set it up to where we kind of made this happen. And Teo accepted the challenge, so I respect him for it.
Mm-hmm. Now, we seen Teo earlier, and
key words, because I see people comparing one thing to the next. Key words. He reached out. Teo was open to the conversation, and he was accepting of the fight. That's how the fight got put together, because you had 2 young fighters that really wanted to cut out all the bullshit, and they really wanted to fight each other. That's how you get it done. He needed Teo needed him. He reached out, Teo reached back. They got a conversation going, established that line of communication, and now we got a fight scheduled for the 31st of January. That's how you move when you want to fight. Message to the fighters. All that diva shit is not necessary. I wonder why the hell this fight got put together so easily. They asked Teofimo Lopez Sr., did y'all have to make any concessions and all of that to make this fight? He said no. No, Shakur wanted this fight. They both wanted the fight. Do you see how fucking easy it was to put this fight together? Let that be a message for all you divas out there. That's how you put a fight together. Not no call this one, call. I'm calling you. I'm talking to you. Do you want to fight? Yes or no? Yeah, bet. January 31st, we got a date. All that other stuff don't matter. That's how you handle it. These people is grown men. I get it. They got teams and people that speak for them, but ain't no voice better than the one that got to do. You get what I'm saying? Do the deed. The one that got to get in there and fight. Get that man on the phone. Cut out social media. Not no bunch of one back and forth on social media talking about money and all this other stuff that's irrelevant. Bro, do you want to fight? Because we got opportunity. What's up? Yeah? All right, bet. Turkey, line it up. Madison Square Garden. Now we got a real fight lined up. That's how you do that. Shout out to the Queen. Lisa, how you feeling today?
I was watching that. It didn't seem like regular Teo. You I like that Teo. I'm going to call you a monkey or something? I don't want to call
Charlamagne wild for that. Why do you want him to call him a monkey, bro?
I just know he's usually more like rah. Now he kind of like. That's why I asked him, does he still love him?
Well, he said he's gonna turn up at the press conference. He did say that.
Nah, yeah, you gotta we gotta see. But I don't like that version. I would rather see the version that kind of I've been planning the fight for years. So.
Yeah, but people be complaining about that version. Like he's saying, "Wow, shit, it's too wild, it's too crazy." Mm-hmm. So I guess people force him to be this new version.
Yeah, but people shouldn't dictate who you are. Yeah, like if you're a real man, bro, at the end of the day, bro, just be yourself. And whether they like you or love you, ain't nothing gonna change, bro, as long as the people around you love you. So
he's trying to throw a shot at you about that same topic, saying that Shakur lets the people get to him, and that's why he forced Zepeda the way he did. Do you agree with that to some degree?
Hell no. I think that Zepeda got the style to where if Teo fought Zepeda,
you have to fight him like
he probably would have to fight him the same way. I never seen him in front of that kind of style throughout his whole career. Now he fought some good fighters, but honestly, his best opponent was Lomachenko, and I felt like I'm not gonna take away credit from him, but I feel as though Lomachenko ain't throw no punches for 6 rounds. So it's like I can't really tell like how good you is. I don't know what happened with Lomachenko, but
do you think something he did maybe had Loma hesitant?
I don't know. I wasn't in there to know whether like what happened, but I just know for a fact that Loma started the fight in the second half, and when he did, I thought he took over the second half of the fight. So it's hard to say to give him that much credit for being Loma.
So you think Loma won that fight? Or
no, I thought Teo won the fight.
Okay.
I want to say he won the first 7 rounds.
Right. Okay.
And maybe even won the 12.
Yeah, he definitely won the 12.
That's what it was. He won the first, I think, 6, I would say. I think Loma won rounds 7 through 11, and then Teo sealed that 12th, giving him 7 rounds to 5. To me, that's how that went. You get what I'm saying? That's how I seen it. He definitely secured that 12th round, and Loma is known to give up the 12th round. He did the same thing against Devin Haney, and another reason why he lost. You know what I mean? Giving up can't be giving up. You know what I mean? You can't be giving up the 12th round in the biggest fight of your life. You get what I'm saying? It just makes 0 sense to do, and that's what he did, giving up the. You know what I'm saying? Giving up the 12th round, the biggest fight of his career, just is silly as hell to do. Shout out to my dog, CJ, man. He said, appreciate you being a real one, Just, man. That's love, man. As always. Y'all know I ain't switching up on my peoples. Much love. Appreciate the support. We're going to get back to this, man. I got 5 on
it. And maybe even won the 12th.
He definitely won the 12th.
Theo said that your defense isn't as elite as people think it is.
And impeccable.
I disagree with him, but he said he don't think it's as impeccable as people think it is.
I mean, he ain't been in there with me to know whether how good it is. Good sparring ain't gonna tell. We did 3 rounds. That shit ain't. He couldn't barely hit me then. So I'm not taking money from sparring, but he don't know whether how good I am. Like you don't know how good my defense is until come January 31st.
Mm-hmm. He pretty much said your style of boxing. He said he's beat hard.
And that's true, man. One reason why I like this fight too, because as great as Shakur's defense has been, I want to see how good it'll be on the night against somebody as talented and as athletic as Teo, right? With the experience, right? Accolades, you name it, right? I want to see. That's what makes this fight fun, because they both get to sharpen their tools against, you know, it's iron sharpening iron that night. It's a chess versus chess. It's going to be a chess match, and whoever got the best whoever got the, you know, it's a thinking man's game. Whoever got the best strategy that night and execute, definitely going to win. William, what's good with it, homie?
It's a fighters with your style.
200 southpaws.
200 southpaws. They said it's light work.
Man, that's the thing where he gotta like pay attention to, because like
listen to the breakdown.
You did good with some southpaws, but then there are southpaws you did bad with. So it's not just okay, I beat Lomachenko and Josh Taylor, but then you fought Jermaine Ortiz and Sandor Martin, and they are two southpaws who both gave you trouble. So
that's a good point.
It gave him confidence to beat them bigger guys that got the bigger names, but his confidence went down when he fought them other guys. So truthfully, all that southpaw shit, that shit sound good, but what you gonna do when you get in front of me? I'm not none of them guys.
He did say that on paper you're his toughest test. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, hell yeah. We both know what we dealing with. Like I know he the truth. He know I'm the truth. When I sat there, I watched him in Times Square. He was doing a lot of like Roy Jones kind of like shit. He put his hands down, do the little flashy stuff. So I know the truth. I think he's the guy, and I appreciate him because he's the guy who's going to take me to that next level.
Yep.
I know y'all headed into
that. See, and that's smart. That's just being aware. That's where they both could use each other. That's where they both being smart at. Because Teo went over him. He could pop his shit. You know what I mean? Beat some of the best southpaws in the game. Shit, you beat Shakur and Lomachenko on your resume. You add Josh Taylor. You beat cold-ass southpaws. You hear me? Especially Loma and Core. You'll be able to pop your shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Teo will be able to talk crazy. So I know he up for that challenge. I know him as a fighter want to be the one to give him his first loss. When he say that, I believe him. Why else would he take this fight? He do want to be the one. He still surprised me initially saying no to some of the guys he said no to and saying yeah here, but it got to be for a reason. But let's see if that reason comes to fruition or if it backfires on him. Let's keep rolling.
Press conference. He said also too about getting in your head. Like that's his thing because he feels like you let people get in your head. How do you turn like that? You're not going to shake the confidence you have right now when y'all face to face, and then you got some things that are going to come before the fight.
I mean, clearly he's not that smart though, because if he was smart, he would have never said it. He would have just did it. So being that he's saying it, now you're telling me it's like, okay, now I got to be on the lookout for. Okay, cool. I just keep my head together. Like, if he was smart, he would have just did it. So, truthfully, that shit ain't gonna bother me. I know that come fight night, long as I come at my best and he come at his best, we gonna get the best versions of ourselves, and whoever best is gonna win that night.
And that's what's real. Whoever best gonna win that night. He's saying, can Teal be the southpaw slayer? Right. With a win over here, he could really pop it, man. He could talk crazy. You get me? And the possibility is always there because it's a fight and anything can happen, you know. But it's interesting, man. You know how much success he had against certain southpaws, but then certain guys not so much. Corey is able to see the good ones that he has success against versus the other guys too. So that's what Teo is working with. How consistent can you be on the night? And can you be as good as you've been in the past against this southpaw Shakur? Can you be as good as you've been in the past against this guy in Teofimo Lopez, right? Corey said he never lost to an orthodox guy, right? Can you beat this orthodox guy? Can you make him look like all the rest, right? Or is he going to put you through some tough times, man? You know what I mean? That's what make this fight fun. Ghetto Fab, what it do, man? Let's keep rolling.
Whoever best is going to win that night.
Are you surprised he agreed to the fight?
Not really. Not really. Honestly, he one of them fighters who I think that really believe in themselves. And you could tell, like, deep down, he's been waiting for an opportunity just as much as me. So I think in this instance, only thing that I would say, we should be thanking each other for the fact that we both said yes and we both hungry and want this moment. So
you know, when Floyd fought Pacquiao, they had to run into each other and they had to actually talk about it amongst themselves. Did you and Teo actually have a real conversation before everybody else get involved? Like, yo, let's fight, bro.
We did. We actually got on the phone. Teo kind of was trying to let me know that he was getting other options. And he basically told me that the option that he wanted to fight was me. And I'm like, okay, that's the option that I want to fight too. So I had other options on the table too.
Both of you had different options. But
but once we got on the phone, we kind of locked it in and we stuck with what we said. And I appreciate him for keeping his word.
Can you tell?
See that? It's no harm that like it. When I appreciate that. I rock with that. Get y'all asses on the phone, man. Y'all got to y'all the ones taking the punishment. Y'all taking the punches, right? You get what I'm saying? If it's it before it even start getting any roadblocks getting away, bro. What's up? What you trying to do? What you got going? Know what I'm saying? That's how you do it, man. Instead of all the trying to one up and I'm better than you. Nah, get on the phone and let y'all prove who's better. We ain't gotta argue about it, debate about it. That's why I'm gonna keep saying I love this fight. We get to find out who is who in this fight, how good Shakur is or how good Teo is. We've seen Teo at some of his absolute best moments. We've seen Corey his best moments. We know who the more consistent fighter is or boxer out of the two, you know, through the body of work, right? They got around the same number of fights. I think 23 for Teo, 24 for Shakur. So they right there. You get me? But you know, we seen Teo at his worst. We seen Shakur at his worst, right? Still found a way to win. Teo fought to a really close, disputed loss in the eyes of some, right? So it is what it is. It's a real good matchup, man. It's gonna be some ebbs and flows in this fight. Blue Hustle, man. Shout out to you. It's that simple. Without all the BS, you know what I'm saying? WTF Media, you get me? Let's keep going, y'all.
What options were those that you turned down? What fighters you
I ain't turned shit down.
No, not like that. But who you picked Teo over?
Lamont Roach.
Okay, so that was on paper.
I wanted to fight Lamont. Me and Lamont was the fight to really make happen, but the Teo fight was bigger. It was a bigger, better opportunity. So I went and took the Teo fight over the Lamont fight.
What do you think about Roach's last fight?
And real quick, before we keep going, man, you see it, bro. You see it, man.
I thought he won. I thought
fight Lamont Roach. You know what I'm saying? He was thinking about fighting Lamont Roach, which is still a good fight. And this is why I like this as well, because he went and took the best fight available. All right, you couldn't get what you called your Super Bowl fight. That's the obvious fight with Tank. So he moved on. Tank went doing, he doing what he doing, taking care of his situation. And I think he went and got the next best, the biggest available fight for himself, I think, in Teo. It's kind of dope. I just didn't see this coming out of nowhere like this. I ain't gonna lie, and I love it.
he may have should have never let off the gas in them last 2 rounds, but I thought when you see Pitbull get on the back foot and start boxing and thinking that he's winning a boxing match, I think that right there should let it be known that Lamont Roach is winning this fight.
So when you so you pick Teo over Lamont. So I don't know how it works. Like, you can't fight Lamont now?
Yeah, I can fight him after I beat Teo, but like I said, it's so many options on the table now to where it's like, even with this Teo fight, it's gonna open doors for other fights to happen. So it's hard to even say if Lamont will be next. I would love for Lamont to be next. I think that's a big fight. That's something that me and him talked about, and I'm actually real cool with Lamont. So I would love for that fight to happen, but we'll see when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, he talked.
And I think that's how you got to deal with all these other fights, from the O'Shaquie Foster to the Devin Haney's to the Conor Benns and any other potential name that they're throwing out there. You could say anything. You can throw anything out there in the media, but I think all of that stuff kind of, it has the possibility of changing once it goes from just a conversation to a real opportunity, if you get what I'm saying. Right now, him fighting these guys is just a conversation right now. The opportunity is not there, right? So you never know what kind of business transpire once these fights that we're discussing go from being conversations to real opportunities on the table, and guys got, options to say yay or nay to these fights. So one fight at a time, man. Deal with Teo. Don't worry about no Devin Haney. Don't worry about Conor Benn. Nobody else, not even Lamont Roach. You know what I mean? Lock in, man. You got a real challenge in front of you, fighting the best fighter you ever stepped in a professional ring with. You need to be on your A++ game.
On this show about wanting to fight you, but so are you doing at 135? Because this fight is at 140. Are you going back down?
Yo, I'm probably gonna go down, probably gonna go up. Yo, I'm so good at this shit. It's like I could fight at 35, 40. I may give a little try at 47, just a little try, because I'm little.
Right.
So I'm gonna give it my shot, but like truthfully, this shit, it's like I could fight at 35, 40. I may give a little try at 47, just a little try, because I'm little.
Right.
So I'm gonna give it my shot, but like truthfully, I'm not a 47 pounder, but I'm so good to where
you can deal with that.
I could carry out in these weight classes. So yeah.
But how do you feel?
And see, he's supposed to say that, and that's how he's supposed to feel about himself. But he like, man, and that's even that has nothing to do with one particular fighter. Like even way before this point, way before you got Devin at the point where he at now, you never really heard him talking about going way up to 47. It always been like, maybe a certain fight, man, but I ain't no 47-pounder, man. I don't see myself going up there. Like it's always been like touch and go with that. It's never been like in the plans, I'm gonna be a welterweight. But you get me, when you got guys like Devin Haney with the history you got, when you got fights that could be big and worth the risk in a Conor Benn over there in the UK, I could imagine that fight would probably do some numbers. It'd probably be huge over there for them. You get me? Who knows? So, you got to revisit those options when they really become options on the table instead of just us talking about it on the internet, right? So just never know, because I'm telling you, we got any opportunity to see him fight Devin, and it got to be at welterweight. I would love to see him, try his hand up there. You get me? But for me, seeing him come from 26, looking at his frame, I never thought we'd see him at 47. But again, with these couple fights, you talking about Conor Benn or a Devin Haney, I would love to see him risk it. I would love to see him risk it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the hangout spot. Peace, Johnny. How you feeling? Let's keep going.
Like 40. I mean,
got about 70 people in the building, man. Hit that like button, y'all.
Like
Support
an
the
ease in your
grind.
mind where I can eat a little bit more. I don't have to work that hard.
Home right there.
Nah. It's the same thing, bro. Because it's like at 35, I could eat whatever. Like I was barely cutting weight. So now it's like I'm barely gonna have to cut weight. So truthfully, it's like shit, just feel good and enjoy this feeling, because at 30 and 26, that shit was hard.
What does beating Teofimo do for your legacy beyond belts and rankings and all that?
I think it'd take me to a whole nother level. I think on that pound for pound list, like, you gotta put me in that top 5. Like I gotta be one of them guys in the top 5 after I beat Teo. Teo's one of them guys. I feel like Teo should have been undisputed. He deserved to be undisputed when all of that stuff happened with Lomachenko and he won that fight. They didn't give him the undisputed thing, but he should have been. But
I get why people make that argument, but for me, I think it is what it is, man. It's if it wasn't for sanctioning bodies making up rules and belts as they go along and different things like that, it'd be a lot more clear. We probably wouldn't have had the mix up, but whatever. At the end of the day, I just never looked at him as undisputed. But shout out to Core, but I seen it different.
To be the guy that's so accomplished, like this guy had 4 belts and then went up to 140 and then won a belt there. Then had the Ring magazine belt at 140. So this guy's accomplished. He's an accomplished fighter and one of the best fighters that's gonna be in my resume.
I don't understand all that sanction shit, man. Because to me, I'm just watching the fights. If you win, you win. Like when I saw Bud talking about that the other week, I'm like, and no people weren't recognizing him as the undisputed.
It's just one belt. It's just one belt that technically, like Teo said, I'm not sure if you saw that part where Teo said Bud shouldn't be undisputed technically because he didn't pay that fee. So on paper, even though the world
Teo
knows
sound like he hated. That sound like some hating. Some hate shit.
He referred back to what happened with him with Loma. He's like, same thing happened to me. People wouldn't consider me undisputed.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like it did happen to you, and it's fucked up. It's not a good situation.
Right, and he wanted to be called undisputed. So why would he say the same thing about Bud?
At the end of the day, it's Bud. So now, like, bro, just give him his credit, bro.
Ain't nobody not calling him undisputed.
We know he was undisputed.
Ain't
nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Do you view this fight as like?
Yeah, I hear him with that sanction and shit, but I ain't trying to hear that. They could take the belt, but the man was undisputed. They can't take that from him unless you could erase the whole 12 rounds him and Canelo had. But I understand. I always try to understand people's points. I get it, Teo, like, man, they did me dirty, man. Hey, they need to do Bud the same way. Nah, it's not the same thing. He dethroned Canelo. People was getting called stupid for even picking Crawford to win that fight. And when he do it now, we about to argue about if he actually undisputed, and we know he beat the man over the sanctioning fees when it sound like Mauricio was trying to pull a fast one. And I told y'all the female Claire Burke, she exposed the WBC and Mauricio for saying how much money go to the fighters. She broke that down, said the math ain't math, and she used to work over there. So, that's a different conversation. But let's keep rolling, man.
No strategic or legacy driven.
We got 70 people in the building. Hit that like button. I'm about 80 people. Hit the like button.
I don't try to take things personal.
Bobus was good.
It's personal for me. Like, it's in my personal life. I want to be.
Vila.
the best. Like that's all I've been striving for since I started this. So now it's just like the legacy I know gonna come with it. Strategy is gonna be on point to where I make sure I gotta follow the game plan come fight night. But
Yes,
personally, for me and my kid, for me and my family, like I want to eat forever.
Is this the biggest payday you gotten so far?
For sure, no question.
I gotta ask you about Jake Paul.
Get that bag, Core. That's what I like. Get that bag, T.O. That's why T.O. probably like, man, that turkey money was good, huh? And the opportunity, it's a win-win. You beat him, you get to really, you know what I mean? Talk crazy, man. He's one of the best young fighters in the game if you beat him, right? Think about it. This is one of the fights where, notice, this is what I like about this, and this is how you know Core's skill. He's skillful. Nobody's really looking at it like T.O. bringing up a 35-pounder. Because we all know if it was a certain somebody, they'd be whining about it. But we know, I'm glad that nobody's looking at it like that. There's no excuse. It ain't no, oh, you ain't fight at 140. Nah, he going to use his time to acclimate to the weight class and make the best man win. I'm not coming up out of that fight talking about, man, if it wasn't for the extra 5 pounds, man, he wouldn't have lost. Nah, hell nah. The winner getting his credit, the loser getting his credit, but the winner going to get his just due for sure. Core going to outclass him. Shout out to Dark Star Bulldogs. I think so, too. Let's keep rolling.
Camp with him, sparring with him. Then you and Keyshawn did as well. You know what I'm saying? No, boy, he was there with y'all, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So most people that haven't spent time around Jake have an issue with him. Fighting fighters, I'm saying. But once they spend some time around him, they have a different perspective of who he is. Is that your experience with Jake?
I've been around before so I kind of already had a view of, like, he's really a cool dude.
Right.
People could talk about him, but if somebody can come to a sport to where, like, women's boxing, let's speak, for example, with them, they don't get no attention, they don't get no love, and they deserve it.
Right.
And then Jake Paul shines a light that's bright on them female fighters, and now they making millions of dollars. It's like, at the end of the day, you got to respect him for moving into a lane and helping out somewhere where it was weak at. You got to respect him as a person, too. I think Jake Paul is a real...
And as a fighter, too. I mean, what about that?
I mean, I respect him as a fighter because he's working hard to get to where he's at. So
has he gotten better though? Like,
hell yeah, for sure. But like from where he started to now, he's way better.
How did he feel? Did he have power? Did he touch you in the ring? Like, how did that feel? Like, what was that like?
I remember him like catching my glove, and when he caught my glove, I'm like, oh, he's heavy. Yeah, he's like 200-something pounds, so you're gonna feel it. But
that shit ain't gonna do nothing to AJ.
AJ 260. I'm one. I can't even tell y'all.
So he ain't got a shot against AJ. AJ gonna kill him. In other words,
I don't know. We'll see. I'm rooting for both fighters. I'm a fan of Jake Paul, so I can't go against that dude. Like, it's hard for me.
I feel you 100%. I respect what he's done for women's boxing. I've gone to some of the MVP fights for women's boxing, but he gonna get killed.
But I still
fighting, and AJ ain't holding back. It's come on.
Nah,
I respect his heart getting in the ring with AJ.
I do think when it comes down to it, with AJ been boxing for so long, Olympic gold medalist, he should go in there and just wipe him. But we'll see. We'll see come fight night.
Yeah, we know what's up. AJ should go in there and stomp him a whole lot of into Jake Paul. No funny, man. He should just beat on his ass. I ain't gonna lie. I doubt if it'd be Tom and Jerry. Like I always said, man, that runner label that was attached to Core always been a false narrative. You really watch his fights. What, he got 24 of them? You know, you got the De Los Santos performance. That's obviously the anomaly. But if you look at any other fight, you will see he fight more so in the pocket than anything. T.O.'s not much of a runner. You never seen him running no fight. So you get me, there you go right there. Doing your homework alone, you should know that neither guy's going to do no running. Malaza was good. He said turkey puppet for life. Who a turkey puppet for life? What's good? Keep going.
I know that was like a fight for you.
It's going to be a chess match.
So much him not fighting Jake Paul at this point.
Facts. I never understood that. He's not a runner. Devin Haney's not a runner. That stuff is just like false narratives for people that don't like him. Maybe you don't like his style, so you'll over analyze the De Los Santos performance and say, man, that's how you fight every single fight. But you know, you will be lying to yourself. Like, real people know what's up. That running stuff is a narrative. And look, real quick, and we're going to get right back into this interview. We more than halfway through, and we're going to play T.O.'s too. I seen a video earlier from Thomas the Hitman Hearns, bro. Action-packed fighter, right? Brave as they come, tough as they come, right? More of the story. At the end of the video, he pops into the video, into the frame, and he says something. Keyword, he says something. Mind you, we all speak English. What he spoke was English, but I have no idea still to this point what he said in that video. More of the story, man. All that, like, going out there and getting your brain rattled for entertainment, man, that's a slippery slope, bro. I respect fighters that are defensively sound, defensively responsible, and know how to go out there and display it and make sure, look, I'm gonna limit how much you able to damage me, bro. Like, you don't get no second brain. You don't get no second brain. Thomas Hearns popped in that frame, bro, and he said something that shit was a little hard to listen to. I don't even know what he said. Get what I'm saying? Hell no, ain't shit cool about taking punishment. But you know what's dope to me? Outboxing somebody thoroughly, having the highest plus-minus ratio in the game, having, you know, some of the highest, you know, second, number 2 in combination punches landing in the game. You know what I'm saying? That shit, that's the shit I like. And being able to do that shit without getting hit. Get me? Shout out to Muggs, man. Nah, they ain't around. I love this fight. Can't wait. We be cooking on this fight on my live shows. Yeah, definitely, man. Hey, man. I'm definitely gonna pull up, bro. I gotta make sure I'm sub to you too. I'm definitely gonna check because I know I've been over there before. Yeah, you be having a great show and panels and all that. I know I've seen you. Shout out to you, man. We just like building the sport up, man. It's fun, man, when you just appreciate the sport. So yeah, man, these dudes be getting raw deals for being runners and stuff. They ain't no runners, man. But ain't shit cool about getting your head bashed in, bro. We just seen Benn. I mean, not pardon me. Chris Eubank was laying, now I ain't gonna say it was his deathbed, but you see how Chris Eubank was looking. His father had to spend multiple nights in the hospital with him because he wasn't doing good after that fight, after the first fight with Benn. And that was a career welterweight moving up for the most part and did that kind of damage. Boxing ain't nothing to be played with. Yeah, I respect the guys that's blood and guts warriors, but I do respect the guys that say, you know what? Ain't shit cool about taking punishment. The less I get hit, the longer I last. I rock with that, man. I love seeing Shakur come about in his fights, not looking all beat up, swelling, eye about to fall out inside his head. You get what I'm saying? All lumped up, split gashes. I like seeing them go out there and box masterfully. Like, I love seeing that. Outsmarting the guy for 3 minutes at a time. I'm better than you, better than you, better than you. I love seeing that. You know what I'm saying? But I love a guy that'll get in there like a young Mason or a Boots and beat your ass. I love both, but you know, Core know how to put hands on you, and he make it so that you don't really get too many hands on him. That's all, and that's smart boxing, bro. This shit is called hit. It's called boxing. Hit and not get hit. Ace, what it do, family? How you feeling? Shout out to Cut. What's good with it? Boy, even had a time when his speech was slurred. I'm telling you, that shit ain't cool, man. I ain't know what Tommy Hearns said, the Hitman Hearns said in that video, bro. I still don't know what he said. I was like, I listened a few times. I don't know what he's saying right there. This slurred speech, and then it's hard to listen to, and it's like he a warrior though. But hey, where all them fans at? You think them fans checking up on him? You think all the people that be like, ah, man, I don't want to see no running. You think they checking up on him because he wasn't doing no running? Nah, man, dudes don't be in the, you know what I'm saying? That shit, that ain't good when you can't, you know, articulate a clear sentence. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to this, y'all.
I know that was like a fight for you, but there's been so much him not fighting Jake Paul at this point, and just, you know, like, is that even something you even like care about at this point? What you about to do with Lopez?
Yeah, I'm honestly done with that. I ain't really got too much to say on that because it's like it's a lose-lose situation. Like, it's a lot of people that just hate me, but they don't really understand the situation or the fact. So it's like when you speak on this, like you shine a light to the situation. So I ain't really talking about it, but I'm locked in. It's me and Teal. That's a big fight. That's legacy making fight, and I just can't wait to show who I am.
And those top names at 35, it was obviously Tank, Devin, Teo. You about to fight one of them, right? This fight that we want to be is about to happen. 14. So is Devin on your list next? So you keep going on that list.
I would love to fight Devin. Now, only thing is because a lot of people kind of compared me saying that I fight Conor Benn with Devin Haney, and I understand it. But the thing that I say, even with Conor Benn, I would want the same weight clause as he put on Eubank. Yeah. And that's what I want come fight night with Conor Benn. Now, when I go to 47 with Devin, is he's going to allow the same weight clause? Like, it becomes a business.
Right.
Like, how are we going to do this fight? And if he do shit, let's lock in, gang.
So Conor Benn is still on the list.
I think that I said even with a lot of
Let
people.
me run this back because this is the part where people was talking about Motown with the dude. This is the part right here where people was talking about with the rehydration clause. And it's a simple conversation. People be overdoing it, overcooking it, and drawing too many narratives. Grown-ass men that been boxing since they was 5, 6 years old, that chose boxing and traveled the world, not traveled the U.S., traveled the world to box, ain't scared to fight nobody. That's child's play. That's foolish. But like he said, you hear what he's saying. He said earlier in the video, I'm not that big, man. I might try out 47. They ain't even get to the Devin question. And that's always been his energy because I followed his career. I know he's never been like, oh, I'm going to be a welterweight one day and I'm going to be dominant. Nah, it's always been like, I might try that. I don't know. We'll have to see. You know what I mean? So that's why he like, hey, man, he talking clauses because he like, man, it's a business. They at the top. They not operating at the lower tier. They at the top. At the top, it's a business. It's more of a business than it is a sport. And you're going to cross T's and dot I's. Let's just call it what it is. If you are somebody that wants to push that these grown men are somehow scared of each other, that's you. I'm not arguing with nobody. But for me, I think he'll just be trying to cross certain T's, dot certain I's. That's him recognizing that, damn, that's a big ass dude. But at the same time, he did say that he is good enough where he can go up to these weight classes and fight. You get me? So you get what I'm saying? You open that door for people to want to see you in the weight class and preferably against a guy like Devin Haney. And I ain't against it. But like I said, I think it's more so the focus is more so like I might try certain fights up there. I ain't really gonna campaign at 47. Like that's the difference between them and that size. Devin is big enough where he's gonna campaign at 47. Let's be honest. Who in this room before today in this conversation seen Shakur up there fighting at 47 and campaigning there as opposed to taking fights? So I think he's just being genuine. People don't like it, and I'm being real with y'all. Do I care for them rehydration clauses? No. But I always understood it because I've read the description and you get what I'm saying of the rehydration clause and why is it put in place? It's not put in place to put somebody at a disadvantage the way they'll tell you. So it's like on one side, I'm not really a fan of it, but on the other side, I see it by definition is to make sure, to kind of make it an even playing field. People don't think so, but that's really what it is. So not a fan of it, but to be fair, he did say the same thing about Conor, with the rehydration that he put on Chris Eubank, and he said the same thing about Devin. So my thing is, it's not that big a deal. He is being honest. He like, yo, that's a big dude. He ain't gotta say it. Why else would you say something about a rehydration? Because he a big ass dude. Devin get pretty big, right? This dude was coming in the ring, 165 pounds, fighting at 140. So now you at 147. There's no telling what you are in the ring. Let's just have a real genuine conversation. But again, I'm going to always say, Shakur, you said you're good enough to go up there. So people are going to say, why you can't do it without the clause or, X, Y, and Z. And I'm going to tell all of y'all, I understand it. I'm not a fan of it. You know what I'm saying? But I get where he's going. He said he's not a big dude. We all know Devin is a big kid, man. His dad said he could fight at 154 pounds right now, today. He said this. So Shakur understands that. He understands that the biggest difference between them, and this is me being genuine to boxing, the biggest difference between them two right now is the weight. Can they be comparable in skills and talent? Look, man, some comparisons there, right? I ain't going to say Shakur running laps and laps and laps around Devin. Nah, it'll be a damn competitive fight, but I think Shakur has the higher pedigree. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the more consistent fighter from fight to fight. I think he makes, obviously, like the numbers will show you, he make less mistakes, right? A fighter that's proven to be as solid and consistent as Shakur, he's one of those guys that all he got to do is be himself, and being himself will put him in a position to beat any of these guys that he'll get in the ring with. Would it be easy? Absolutely not, bro. Devin Haney, he still undefeated. He ain't easy for nobody. But that's what Shakur is letting y'all know. He like, yo, that dude kind of big, man. Might need a hydration clause on his big ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Going up to 47, because I ain't that big a dude. And if any of y'all seen Shakur in person, he ain't just saying he's not a big guy. This dude's not big. You got some you know, a little stockiness to him, but he not that big. Devin got weight to him and he tall. Long ass arms too. It's a big dude. I didn't think Devin was that big. So I don't think too much of it. Is he scared to fight Devin Haney? No, but I think he just don't want it to be a crazy ass, I think, weight discrepancy. That's obvious because other than that, why else would you need a rehydration clause? You get me? I don't think it's about being scared though, as much as it is about doing business. You get what I'm saying? It just like for me, and I'll use it for example purposes. Tank using a rehydration clause on somebody is, you know what I mean? That's doing business. That's not being scared. You got guys blowing up crazy amounts of weights, big ass dudes coming in damn near super middleweights on fight night. That's ridiculous. Fighting at lightweight, but blowing up as a super middleweight. So that's the real part. Like, I ain't big on calling nobody no weight bully, but we gonna call it what it is. If you make a weight class and you can make the weight, you make the weight. But if you blow up three weight classes above where you weighed in at, come on, cut the shit. We know what's up. You get me? And I think that's what guys be doing. So when I hear Shakur say that, he know what it is. He like, man, dude's big as hell. You about to be outweighing me 30 pounds. But at the same token, my guy has seen him outwork guys that's been way bigger than him in sparring. But, you know, it's different under the lights with them 8. Shout out to CJ. Appreciate you, man. Cal Cooler, blessings, family. But let's keep going, man. We got a little bit more of this to go. Let's keep rolling, man.
I would love to fight Devin. Now, only thing is, because a lot of people kind of compared me saying that I would fight Conor Benn with Devin Haney. And I understand it. But the thing that I said, even with Conor Benn, I would want the same weight clause as he put on Eubanks. Yeah. And that's what I want come fight night with Conor Benn. Now, when I go to 47 with Devin, is he's going to allow the same weight clause? Like, it becomes a business. Right. Like, how are we going to do this fight? And if he do shit, let's lock in, gang.
So Conor Benn is still on the list.
I think should be next, but I'm not trying to look past Teal. Right. No, so like Teal is really the main thing that's on my mind, but I'm just answering the questions for y'all.
No doubt.
What mental adjustments are you making specifically for Teal?
I think we both got a lot of mental adjustments to make because both of us mentally is like we always trying to please the fans and put on shows for the fans, and I think we got to make sure that we locking in on our game plans, and the person with the best game plan is going to come out on top.
What do you feel about all the races?
And I like that he said that. Like, you know, he did. I felt like he tried to fight in a fan-friendly, fan-pleasing kind of way in his last fight. But the good thing about him, you could tell that he's extremely talented because he was able to fight Zepeda's fight, but not to his own detriment. He was able to come out on top and it ended up just being a really damn good performance, right? But he knows full well that's not the kind of fight that I need to be fighting moving forward, bro. I need to do what Shakur do. Go out there and make it extremely hard for you to hit me and box and fight my fight. And that's what it's going to be important for both of them to do. And it's going to be interesting to see who takes the lead and whose skill set starts to, you know, give the other one trouble first, who's forced to make the first adjustment and things of that nature, man. It's so many reasons to like this
I think
fight.
it's been coming around him in the last couple of months.
Yo, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Like, I think that T.O. is not racist. I think that he's clout chasing. Like, that's what I really seen from it. Like, it's a guy who's been looked past his whole career, and he's doing anything to get some type of spotlight on him. And that's what I kind of seen from the situation. Because I've known T.O. for years and years. He ain't never really been no racist person. So, nah, I don't.
So you go.
That's what he just said. He said, like, I'm just trying to cause chaos because I'm trying to sell these fights.
He want to be in the spotlight. Like, people look past him. Like, even in this situation, the fight was not going to happen. Like, this was a fight that wasn't going to happen until I'm like, yo, boom, I'm looking through the playing field. Right before my last fight, I'm like, T.O. And I kind of told the higher powers and the people in the position that me and T.O.'s a fight. That's the biggest fight. They really ain't want T.O. T.O. ain't no damn. Like, truthfully, like, but, you know, like I said, I appreciate him for saying yes, and he appreciate me for making that.
He said he didn't send the watermelons and bananas to Kashan's locker room. You believe that? You believe that?
Hell no, I don't think he did that shit.
For real?
No, I don't think he did that shit.
Oh, wow.
I think that he trolled the internet during his fight week where it's like, with the banana shit. But I don't think he sent it to his room, no.
Who you think did it?
Love Slots?
Man, that was crazy. Y'all hit that like button, man. It's about 80 people in the building. Hit the like button. Let's keep rolling, man. Got a quick little commercial. So yeah, man. I don't know. Look, I don't know Tio personally, but I know that fighters have known him since he was younger, much younger, right? And the energy that he's shown, like some of the things that he said in recent time, he wasn't on that when they knew this dude, when they came up on him. You know what I mean? The amateur ranks, right? You are who you are, but I can't say what he is and what he ain't. I just know that's not the game you should play. That's a slippery slope, and that's the fastest way to like crash and burn. Playing those type of games, man. You play stupid games, win stupid prizes, but I don't know. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he chilled out, he calmed down. He looked like he focusing more on boxing, and then he getting back to the Tio that you could just enjoy, just be. You know, you are weird, but just be you, like without the extra, right? So. It's cool. I don't know what he is and what he ain't, but I hear people vouching for him. Like they don't think that he is a racist guy per se. But like I said, saying racist shit don't make you racist, but he was carrying it and he was feeding into it, and it was looking nasty at one point. Like he gave people a reason to speculate and feel exactly how they feel. So anybody that still got reservations about Tio, that's because that's how he carried it around that time. I mean, playing the games unnecessarily, unprovoked stuff. Trolling the internet, monkeys and banana talk, all that stupid stuff. So he kind of brought that on himself. But for me, I'm just glad he ain't stuck on it. Like I critiqued him for it when he done it. He moving past it, then I'm gonna move it past it. I ain't gonna forget that he done it, but I'm just glad that he ain't still on that type of time. So he focusing up. He ain't even acting real crazy for this fight. He look calm and relaxed. So he chilling right now. And I ain't saying, like I said, I ain't gonna forget none of that stuff he was on, but I ain't gonna keep like bringing it up and staying stuck on it. Like I will allow him to grow past some of his lowlights in his career. I don't want to stay stuck on that and keep talking about it. But I will remember it though. Stay in the back of the mind though. But you know what I mean? Nonetheless, he knew to chill. And he chilled and he shut up. And now it seemed like he locking in. He taking a big challenge. So that's what I'm on.
I don't think he sent it to his room, no.
Who you think did it?
Some people were saying that Top. You heard the rumors about Top Rank did it themselves to create some promotion. No, I know it is crazy, but he said that. Tio said that on our show. Like I think they did it.
LGBT.
No, I don't know. Hell no, I don't know. But I told him what I think it is. Like you could make your own speculation. Yeah. So yeah.
So press conference today, he got a banana. Keyshawn, you jumping on him, huh? Who you see?
Chill, so I got to chill.
Yeah.
You've had critics say your style is too safe. Other people call you a defensive genius. Does this fight give you the chance to silence people who question you, period? And your offensive output?
Nah, because at the end of the day, they still gonna say something. Like when somebody really got hatred for somebody and they hate you, even if you watch Floyd's entire career, people hated on him the entire time. But as soon as he retired, it's like, oh, he was the greatest. But like during his career, it's like, oh, he's boring, he runs, he blah, blah, blah. But if you actually watch the fights, he wasn't running. He wasn't moving all around the ring. He just showed skills. He had defense. He didn't get hit. He didn't take unnecessary punishment. So with me, I think it's kind of similar. Like I ain't worried about what they say. They're gonna say something today, and then they're gonna say something tomorrow. So
they might say something during the fight. I saw that with Haney. That was Haney's last fight. Second round, of course, he looked amazing, right? At 147, drop dude. But then it was like, the rest of the fight, he was born.
Yep.
Like, y'all watched it in real time. Like, literally in real time. It's like, oh, Boring Devon's back. I'm like, damn, you look great.
You know what's boring to people, though?
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't bored with Devon's last performance. It had some lows in the fight, but I understood it. You know what I mean? I understood the tying up, the clinching, and to be fair, a fair amount of that was being done by Norman Jr., right? Now, there was some clinching going on, but other than that, he brought the right tools for the job, and that's what you do. You know what I mean? He was a mechanic that night, brought the tools for the job and got that shit done. And again, a lot of people that tried that boring shit were the people that saying how he was going to run all night and he was a shot fighter and he was finished. Then when he went out there and proved you wrong, showed more flashes of himself, more layers of himself, right? then we ain't even had the decency as people to be like, all right, you know, maybe Devin Haney ain't done. He did look good. That was a solid performance. That wasn't a bad performance. Are you jumping up and down out your seat? Nah, but he had some moments, right? He had that good second round with knockdown and stuff. He had some moments where he had you like, oh, all right. You know what I mean? He did go for it after he got the knockdown. But at the same time, we got to think, and we got to keep this in mind. People are complaining about pure boxers being boring boxing. Everybody ain't going to be no knockout guy, bro. Some of these guys box, and that's what Devin Haney do. And I feel like that mentality, that approach is going to keep him winning. He's a pure boxer. He's not a knockout artist. If you just don't like guys that box, you don't like guys that box. I don't think he got a boring style. You know what I'm saying? But are you jumping out your seat? No, but I ain't got to be. You know what I'm saying? It's the sweet science. Hit, not get hit. He can box and be smart and be cleaned on it. And that's what's impressive. You know how hard it is to box that long without taking serious punishment. There's nothing easy about with another man trying to knock your damn head off for over a half an hour. Get what I'm saying? So I respect Devin fight game. And like I said, my favorite fighter, pure boxer. So I ain't knocking it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking it, but let's keep going.
It's boring when you watch it and it's so easy. Like when Devin just making it easy, it ain't really like it's nothing coming back to where it's danger. Now, if he got hit with a big shot, they'll be, oh, this is the best Devin fight I ever seen in my life.
Right. Were you impressed with Devin's performance?
Yeah, I thought Devin looked good. I thought early on he did what he was supposed to do. I think later on he could have stepped on the gas a little bit more, but like that's everybody, you know. In these fights, you just gotta make sure you succeed at the end of the day, and I think that's what he was focused on.
Look,
got to get that win, and I get it. It simmered down after the second round for sure, but I wouldn't label it a boring performance or a bad performance, right? Was it action packed? Nah, but you got to think. Not too long ago, this dude was getting dribbled up off the canvas by cheating ass Ryan Garcia, getting hit with Osterine and Deuce left hooks. You get what I'm saying? So I still believe that he can show more than what he showed against Norman. I still think that's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to see what the next fight going to look like and see how much better he can look or get. You know what I mean? Look, being at 47. But for that to be against the guy that he fought, dude that punched 6 weeks of memory about somebody, I respect that performance, his approach. He was smart. He stood in there. He took chances. He took some chances late too. Good performance, man. Solid. Well done. Well played and well done, Devin Haney.
Obviously, Haney. You work with him and you work with him. He threw some shots at Devin after the fight saying that, yeah, he don't want to engage. And Eddie Hearn promoted Devin Haney. Yeah. How do you feel about him not throwing a shot at him like that?
I think it's a business. So at the end of the day, during business, it's a lot of things that's going to be said when somebody is not working for you.
Right.
So I think in that aspect, Devin and Eddie's not working together. So if they worked together,
he wouldn't have said that.
He probably would have said
a masterclass.
Nah, but you know,
and that's true. And to Shakur's point, I think this is the clip where Eddie responded to that. Just real quick, because it makes sense.
Still think Devin Haney's boring?
It's not that I think he's boring. I just said that performance for me wasn't great to watch. Now, when I used to people say, oh, when you used to promote him, you used to say this. Obviously, if I'm promoting a guy, you have to justify a performance a little bit more. But by the way, if you go back to those performances, they were very different to the Ramirez fight and the Brian Norman fight. Watch the Jojo Diaz fight, watch the Abdullayev fight, watch the Moran fight, watch the even the Linares fight, even the Regis Prograis fight. Do you know what I mean? He's not fighting like he used to. I give him all the props in the world. He's a great fighter. He's really hard to beat. But I'm just telling you as a fan, I think he can be doing more. I think he can actually be a better offensive fighter. I think he could have stopped Brian Norman and made a massive statement. And that was my honest opinion.
There you go. There y'all go. That was Eddie Hearn responding to the people saying, well, when you was promoting him, you was taught. He said, yeah, obviously, if you promoting him, yeah, you got to justify the performance a little bit. But without that being the case, I don't have no ties to you. I ain't got no reason to come out here and overly praise your performance or talk so good about it. If I thought it was not a good performance, then I'm going to say it. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think that was hating. He letting it be known. Look, he's a great fighter. He's hard to beat. But those performances that he had were the ones that he named. Those are far different from the Ramirez or even the Brian Norman fight. So people, it's all about context. Don't just listen up until the point where you hear something you don't like. Finish hearing him out. Listen to what he said, because what he said made complete sense. And I don't think that's hate. I think that's truth. People might not like it, but it's the truth, right? Come on, man. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't think that's not hating. That's telling you what it is. Like, yeah, if I'm promoting you, I got an obligation to talk good about you. What I look like saying that, oh, you look like shit. You get what I'm saying? Even if in my back of my mind, I felt that way, or in my heart, I felt that way. I'm not supposed to come out and say it if I'm promoting you, right? So, yeah, man, I thought that was real honest. Shout out to Aunt McQueen. What's good with it? But that's let's keep going.
What's crazy though? Out of all the promoters,
it's almost over, by the way.
I think Eddie is actually a good promoter.
He is,
and a good person too.
For sure.
Do you feel more pressure to win or to dominate?
Dominate. I gotta go in there and like y'all gotta know I'm winning this fight. I don't like being in them fights to where it's like you don't know who's winning. Like when you watch Lamont and Pitbull, it's some casuals that don't know who's winning the fight. But if you really paying attention, you could tell like Lamont was winning.
Is this your first time at the Big Garden fighting?
Nah, I fought here under Bud.
Under Bud.
Back in the day, yeah.
So you and Brian Garcia, switching gears, I saw y'all's exchange.
Yeah, my link be in my community section, Serrata, for sure. Yeah, I could come up for a bit if y'all want this Good Friday. We're gonna cook. We're gonna get into Teos. I'm gonna try to play it through. Try not to stop it so much. This almost over. Play Teos, man. We'll talk about a couple things before we get out of here. Show y'all the Tim Bradley sparring with Bud that he leaked.
You really hate him in real life?
No.
I beat you up.
No.
All my life.
Nah, it was more so like you see somebody and like they say something slick and you gotta still let them know like who you is. Like they still gotta know like, bro, this ain't nothing new, bro. Like I'm still that same person I've been. So it's like us just reunited. Same energy, just reunited.
And I thought he was kind of like trying to give you a little bit of like saying you.
He gave me credit.
Yeah, he gave you the credit.
I give him credit too. I give him credit. He's a good fighter. I think that with Ryan, when he's focused, he's a really good fighter. But if it's like he got all these outside the ring things going on, you're gonna get a bad version of him. But with me, if he talking about getting in the ring with me, he better be focused.
I gotta ask you about Bud real quick. There are rumors about him fighting Canelo getting a rematch. I don't know how true is that. I know that's your bro, big bro. What do you think Bud should do? Like if it was up to you, because he's done everything in the sport, right? Should he hang it up or should he
retire?
Retire right now.
If I'm Bud Crawford, I'm the greatest. Wow, what am I doing?
What
I already proved y'all everything. Like there's nothing else to prove y'all no more.
Right.
I beat all the guys that y'all say I couldn't beat.
But if there's another 70, 100 million there, it's hard to turn around.
Business aspect, yeah, that's cool. But like from like if I was him, it's like I did everything. What am I doing? We go fight Canelo again. He can't beat me. The only thing that's gonna happen, I may stop him this time. Like if I'm him.
Right. Once he hangs it up.
Jessica, peace, Queen, peace. How you feeling? Y'all hit that like button, man. Sub to the channel. We're gonna keep rolling. Oh damn, I forgot. Did I not leave one? I got you. Give me one quick second.
Shakur
Matter of fact, I can put it here.
Fighter in the world.
Give me like 2 years.
2 years.
I think we on the verge. I think everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen. So just keep tuning in.
Who's your favorite fighter outside of Bud right now?
Right now in boxing? Bivol. Bivol. I think Bivol is like one of the hardest fighters to beat because he's so basic and he mastered the fundamentals of boxing. He don't just he keep his hands up, he keep his 1-2 going. He got great feet work. So he don't just stand right there in front of guys all night. He's moving all around and I think he's
my bad.
To me, besides myself, I think he's the best boxer.
You know, people think the fight with Teo is either gonna be you delivering a masterclass
or a knockout by Teo.
Yeah, are you getting into some type of brawl with Teo and end up getting knocked out, right? What are fans getting wrong about the matchup?
I think the fans are getting wrong about the matchup is where I'm not sleeping on that I know about Teo. Teo's a good boxer. He's boxer first. So we can say, oh, he's just going to knock you out. Or he's just going to... That's not him. He's boxing first. He's going to want to establish distance and range on the outside and try to beat me up on the outside. So I think that's the main thing. And also the biggest... Everybody don't realize with me, I can punch. Everybody say, oh, he can't punch. And then crack somebody. And then they laying down or something may happen to where they hurt or something like that. So I think that's two big things where they don't understand and know.
Timothy Bradley said he feel like you gonna hurt. He said he feel like you can hurt Teo.
I can.
You got the style to hurt him.
I can catch him with something you don't see. But he just better be paying attention all night.
You better get up out of here.
Wait, real quick, though. I know you're training.
I got a flight. That's why I said that. I got a flight.
Are you going to Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua? You going to the fight?
When is it?
He said 8 days. 8 days.
Oh no, I ain't going. I'm in camp. I'm locked. I'm like, this is the biggest fight of my career, bro. I gotta be at a different level than I've been in the past.
That's what I'm trying to elevate. Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
Yeah. We appreciate you for joining us. The 30.
Shout out to Core, man, and the Breakfast Club, man. Been wanting to see that sparring. Yeah, you already know we're gonna cover that, man. And McQueen, what it do, my guy?
Man, that was a nice interview right there.
Yeah.
It was short, to the point. They asked all the important questions, got some good answers. I like that Eddie Hearn clip that you played too. Added a lot of context to what he was saying. And I can't disagree with him. You know, I'm on record saying my favorite Devin Haney performance is the one versus Moran. Ironically, he got the knockout, but I don't like that performance because he got the knockout. I just like the way that he operated in there. He was able to let his hands go, and he didn't take a lot of punishment in that fight either. Like, he was very dynamic at offensively, leading and countering, punching in between shots, slipping, coming back with hot shit. You know what I mean? Like the knockout shot, he actually caught Moran with a shot that he didn't see coming. Moran was loading up a right hand of his own, and Dev beat him to the punch. And Dev dropped him also, I think, twice in that fight. One counted, one was ruled a slip. But he was just assertive, but he didn't sacrifice his responsibility while he was being offensive. So I feel where Eddie Hearn is coming from. And if you look at his last couple of fights, I would honestly say since he's been at 40, it's like his punch output has dropped tremendously.
Yeah.
Like in the past, he'd be throwing upwards of 50 punches around, sometimes 60, even 70. And I understand, like, you know, you got to account for being in there with bigger guys. You don't want to take too many risks, but maybe Dev might find that sweet spot down the road. Pause for the pause community, to where he can be a little bit more comfortable, where he can throw maybe in the mid 30s, low 40s, and feel comfortable defensively, feel comfortable with what's coming back at him. And I think that's the thing that's missing right now from his performances. But otherwise, I mean, shit, you get the job done, you get the job done. The name of the sport is boxing, is not knockout. So as long as you get your hand raised, you get your hand raised. What can you say?
I'm telling you, man. People be acting like it's a special way you got to do it to entertain me. I wasn't entertained. So, nah, bro, don't go like that. Don't go like that. Somebody get their ass head knocked off somewhere trying to just satisfy a couple of fans, man. I'm telling you. Fight your fight. That's all I'm saying. If your fight is to get in the pocket and be aggressive and pressure and all that, all right. You like to get in the trenches, get in the, and mix it up. All right, by all means, do it. But that's not your game, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Stick to what got you to where you at. So I'm telling you, listen to a fan and get you knocked the hell out, man. Big time.
It takes a different level of comfortability to do what we saw Bud Crawford do on September 13th, which was a little bit of everything. Like boxed from the outside, boxed on the inside, was toe-to-toe when he needed to be. Down the stretch, he was able to put more offense together, and he did it safely. But everybody's not comfortable with that. You know what I mean? Like, and I ain't gonna fault a guy if he's not comfortable for doing that. It's just, hey, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
We got David Benavidez for the other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't see somebody coming in, go out there and just put somebody out, or we got Jaron Ennis for that too. That's the beautiful thing about boxing. It's like if everybody fought the same, then there would be nothing interesting to watch in the sport.
Man, I'm telling you.
We got all different sorts of styles, like Schofield Sr. likes to say. You know what I mean? We got
5 styles of boxing.
Exactly. We got it all covered across the 5 styles of boxing. You know, boxing is a spectrum.
That's a fact. He said what Bill Eddie saying, D with Devin. He kind of calling Tank out. But look, we're gonna try to get through this Teofimo joint, right? And we got that Tim Bradley put the sparring out with him and Bud. Bud had dropped his ass too in this sparring. Yeah, man.
Tim put it out himself?
Yeah.
Oh man, Tim a real one. Shout out to Tim.
Put the whole joint
And they
out
made a
too.
super chat.
You know what I mean? You get me? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So look, man, shout out to the family. Let's get to this. Let's get Tio his just due. I just wanted to be fair, play both of these interviews. I know how we do. We react to him. I like cores. Let's see what Tio brings.
Brooklyn, New York. He's fighting on the 31st of January. He's fighting Shakur Stevenson, Teo Lopez. Welcome.
Yes.
Hey,
Yo.
how you feeling, brother?
Feeling great, feeling excited, and I'm just pumped for this fight.
It's a dream matchup. You know what I'm saying? It's a fight that boxing fans, these are the fights we want to see. What made you want to fight Shakur right now? How did y'all get it done?
I think it's just fate. It just lined up. I think that he's been talking a big game since the Williams Zepeda fight that happened over here at the Armstrong Stadium. So I think that there's nobody else at 135 that he's trying to aim for. So he wants to come for the top dog, and that's me at 140. So it just lines up, and I'm always willing to fight the best, and I feel like why not? People talk highly of Shakur, as they should, and I'm just here to do my part and put an upset.
You mentioned the fight against Zepeda. Were you surprised how Shakur?
That's crazy. Moving up to somebody's division and the dude being an established champion and looked at as the #1 guy there in the eyes of many, and you still a 3.5 to 1 favorite is crazy. I just want people to know that. You can say what you want about Vegas odds. They're not always right, but a lot of times they get that shit right. That one, they might be right, bro. I'm telling you, the butcher, what it do? Hit that like button, y'all. Sub to the channel, support the build. Hit the hype, share the live, man. Hit the bell icon, all that good stuff.
Shakur has gotten criticized for moving and being a boxer that isn't that aggressive, which, he's been successful at it. But on the Zepeda fight, he showed the world that he could fight in the pocket. Like, Zepeda throws 1,000 punches a fight. Were you surprised, or did you expect that Shakur could fight that type of fight as well?
I look at it like, I know we mentioned it. We talked about it. I'd say that it was the people get to him. People get to Shakur quite easily. So I feel like whatever the people want is what they're going to try to get with Shakur.
Oh, so you say he fought like that to please the people, to prove to the people that he can do it?
Yeah. He didn't need to.
Yeah, because you can't touch. If Shakur don't want you to touch him, you're not going to touch him.
Well, we'll see.
That immaculate. You said that you ready to pull an upset. So you acknowledging that Shakur is the better fighter?
Never. No.
Well, I say the odds are probably has him ahead.
No, yeah, it's just the odds. They got him as the favorite.
Oh,
right now.
Got you.
The odds I think is like 3-1 right now.
Okay.
So that's all. I'm kind of used to being in that position, so I'm just here to reclaim them and redefend them.
So with that upset, what do you plan to exploit about Shakur in the ring?
That is, defense is not as impeccable as people mention it.
Not impeccable. Pretty elite. Come on, Teofimo. It's pretty elite.
No.
What is his weakness, though, if there's one?
It's mind. Once you penetrate the mind, that's it. It's game. This is boxing. This has always been since forever. And if your mind ain't strong in this, it's never going to accomplish anything in life.
I'm not going to lie. When he said his mind, that took me for one. It got me to thinking, do we know something we don't know? But I don't think it's one of them situations, though, right? I don't think it's like how Shaq talking, right? I think he's just saying what he feel like it is. He's saying his mind, but we don't have no evidence inside the ring to say that. And I mean this with all, getting into the ring, knowing you're not 100% and knowing that you're not good, knowing that you were sick, knowing that you injured, and finding a way to get through that and bluff your guy. Do you know how mentally locked in and tough you got to be to do that? Those are the conversations that people don't want to have because they stuck on the fight not being entertaining. But let's talk about how hard that is when you don't have your best weapon, one of your best weapons. You get me? You don't even have it. You disarmed. You beat somebody disarmed. Talking about being mentally weak. That's not mentally weak. Having the green light to pull out a fight and not doing it, that ain't being mentally weak. That pressure that Williams Zepeda was putting on when he was languishing on the ropes, you weak, man. You fold under pressure like that. You fold when shit get thick. And so far through them 24 fights, you haven't seen those signs of mental weakness. I'm not saying he don't have none. Everybody got weaknesses, right? But more so, it surprised me because people usually start talking about his hands or his power or something physical. Teo said his mind. So it is interesting. Let's see if he can be the first one to exploit the weakness that he has mentally, he's saying. And I heard him say he let the people get into his head. Like, that's more so Twitter stuff, right? Outside of the Zepeda fight, you can't really say that. And I thought that was a conscious decision by Shakur because he believed in himself, right? My guy watched him train. A lot of what he fought like was how he trained. Yeah, they ain't want him languishing on the ropes, but look how he did it. He ain't he took punishment, but he didn't get punished in that fight, right? But right after, he like, man, I'm going back to what I do. So I think that was an anomaly, a one-off. Teo, if you expecting a mentally weak Shakur Stevenson, I think you might be you might need to reassess him. That's just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. I just had to say that.
And that's why boxing to this day is the toughest sport in the world. You can't take away from that. And it starts with the mind. That's why.
Now, y'all both fighting in the garden. You're fighting in the garden. What does that mean to you? You from Brooklyn, him from Jersey. What does that mean to you?
Now, yeah, brick city and concrete jungle.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you gotta look at it. It's a blessing. I mean, for me, I think it's a not only an honor, but it shows where we're at in the pedigree of the sport. You got two prime fighters coming in, the best, fighting the best, and putting on a show in New York is nothing like the Mecca. And Madison Square Garden, there's so much history there. I've won my titles there. I've been defeated there. Won them all back again. So I got a lot of history when it comes to Madison Square Garden.
Does it get to your head when you hear the odds or you hear somebody like Charlamagne saying his defense is impeccable and say that you're the underdog? Does that get to your head at all when you see like people going against you so much?
No,
it can't be. Can't be. It comes with it. I look at it like this. I was talking to my father about this and was also my trainer. I said, if you want to be liked, and you be liked by being a good fighter. You want to be loved, you be the best fighter. But you want to be hated, you be the greatest fighter. And I think that all comes in different atmospheres. And when
it's funny that he say that, and who's hated out of them too, right? Like, Teo is you will start saying there's some stuff he said, but who be getting hated and dragged across YouTube? Who getting labeled as a duck? And they got the biggest fight of their career lined up. You get what I'm saying? Who is being thrown into like three different weight classes at one time? 35, 40, 47. You get what I'm saying? Teo, some of his hate is a little justified because of what he put out. But the other guy ain't saying you know what I mean? Everything he do is perfect. But at the end of the day, man, he handled business in that ring and he get dragged for 12 O's. Who get dragged online? You ever name me another fighter you seen 12 zips of mine gets dragged? But yeah, Devin Haney is one of them too. So they got that in common. See a 12 zips of mine get dragged, bro. They treated like he ain't even win. Let's keep going.
Greatest. Not a lot of people are gonna agree with what you're doing and how you do it. So I'm trying to aim for that category, aim for that, for my journey and for my name. And before I hang up these gloves, people can say Teofimo was the greatest.
The thing I love about you, you've been very open about like your personal struggles and pressure and mental health. How has doing that work made you a better man and fighter?
I love it. I love it. I honestly love it. I think that's like part of the journey is like you learn with struggle, you learn with obstacles, and you also learn within yourself what you can and cannot do. And then you hit a point in your life where you start realizing that there's not much that you cannot achieve. So you push limits far beyond your own measures. And I love it. I love it. I love this right here. I love this fight. I love this sport where it's going to test my limits. It's a challenge to show people, and I'm here to explore.
He be freestyling like that.
His defense of Shakur Stevenson. I'm here to show that there's a lot of flaws in his style.
Okay.
We don't grown up in the amateurs together since the early 2010s. So we got a lot of history when it comes to like seeing each other rise to the cream of the crop. But I think that now it comes to where we just meeting now. So we never faced each other. Wish him nothing but the best after he loses to me. And yeah, I can't wait to just keep on going from there.
I have to ask you because I'm so happy that this fight is happening because at one point, this is a ring fight, right? So Turkey Al-Sheikh gets involved. And at one point, they were saying that you were on the outs. You said something about Saudi Arabia.
His defense on Shakur Stevenson. I'm telling you, a freestyling ass dude.
You said something about, I don't know, the religion. Correct me if I'm wrong. And supposedly, Turkey didn't want to do any business with you. But then in Vegas, I saw you, him, everybody like kind of mingling. So what was said? How did you guys mend that beef or whatever issue that was?
It's boxing. There's no beef. It's just boxing. You're gonna talk. Sometimes you're gonna talk, hit and miss.
I know, but did you regret anything that you said? Because you're outspoken. Have you ever regretted anything that you said, like to the public?
Well, one thing you learn in this game, you don't talk about religion. So
I don't learn from that.
No, but I'm just saying, not learn from it. I don't recall me even mentioning about religion. I think people mix up my words from time to time, and that comes with this game. It's
nobody
cool.
want to mix up your words.
I'm still captain of my division. I'm holding my belts. I'm proud to be a ring champion, his champion, so to speak. And at the same time, WBO world champion. So I'm in a great position. I think that as long as you bring money to the game, they can't exclude you out. I think it's just true.
How much longer do you plan to box? I know you retired before. You thinking about doing it again?
No, I don't know. I think for me, it's really just enjoying it. Just enjoying it now.
What made you want to do it before? What made you retire before? What got you to that?
I was trying to do it for the. I guess there was an absence there where I wanted people to acknowledge what I'm doing. Winning these two belts alone at 25 is so hard to do in boxing. Let alone even go for one. And to do that in two different weight classes against two top pound for pound, aiming. One was undisputed. The other one was claiming to be undisputed, being both of them in their prime. And to do that and not really get that kind of ambiance or that type of vibe from everybody else that they get from other.
And the money, you said you wasn't getting the money you deserved.
But I always told myself as a kid, it was
that's
like,
why I'm trying to let
you
it
get all
through,
those
Jordan.
things when you are.
It is, Jordan.
I got them twice. Nothing came around. So I was like,
you wanted the people to miss you.
So I'm like, you know what? This ain't gonna really. I was like, that fire comes.
He wasn't getting that ambiance. Y'all had to beat them too. Told you, T.O., put the damn books down. I would never tell another person to put a book down, but T.O., you, sir, put the books down.
Down. So to rebuild,
flip the books right side up. Even reading bitches upside down or reading picture books or something. I don't know. Reading books in Braille. Like, what the hell is going on with this dude?
Cal said, he reading Rainbow or something, Cal said. It's like trying to understand. Yo, it's like I'm trying to understand you, fam. I'm telling you, Jordan. The ambiance. He didn't get the ambiance when he beat those guys.
At Times Square, it was great. I feel the fire more than ever. Got like a blue flame on me.
So you feel like it worked? The first retirement, you feel like it worked for what you were trying to accomplish?
Just one, I guess, personally, when we talk about this stuff, it's like, you sacrifice the time with your family. I got a young boy. I really miss most of his time, like almost 3 years. He's 4 now, so do the math. You know what I'm saying? So you miss a lot of that time that you kind of want to feel at the same time. Although it's our industries and our platform, you still want to feel like a human. You still got a life after all this.
Yeah.
Because you know this better than anybody, right? They'll eat you up and spit you right out.
Yeah.
And call in the next one. So I think I just needed that moment.
So
trying to kick knowledge, Nick. Trying to kick now.
Where are you emotionally and mentally now? Like today, compared to the version of yourself that like beat a Lomachenko, where are you now emotionally and mentally?
Still. Yeah, I'm just very still. I'm not even trying to like argue with people say and call in the next one. So I think I just needed that moment.
Listen to him.
So where are you emotionally and mentally now? Like today, compared to the version of yourself that like beat a Lomachenko, where are you now emotionally and mentally?
Still. Yeah, I'm just very still. I'm not even trying to like argue if people say this. I'm
Bro,
like, go ahead.
he's just still. He said, I'm just still right now. I'm just
if people
still.
say that, I'm like, do what you do. None of it gonna matter till we
Chris,
fight.
what's
None
good,
of it
fam?
gonna
How
matter
you
till I
feeling?
put in the action and
90
the work.
people in the building.
Just
Hit
keep
that
my
like
faith
button,
above it
y'all.
all.
Support
And
the
just,
channel.
show a different, not even a difference, just show
Still,
me.
yeah.
But in,
I'm gonna start using that. Somebody asked me from now on, how you feeling mentally, emotionally. I'm gonna say, just still. I'm just still right now. I'm dead. When I come up here tomorrow, talk about I'm still. Yeah, don't come for me. Yeah, well, yeah, how you doing today? I'm still. Still, yeah, how was your day? Still, I'm definitely. Yeah, man, Tio, crazy, yeah.
That's
I'm
really
still.
it. On paper, do you think Shakur is your toughest task? I know you got to be in there with him because all fighters say that. I don't know, but on paper, he's your toughest task.
Absolutely. This is why we do what we do. You can't go to do what you do and look for easy routes. Eventually, you're gonna have to meet up with people. So, that's why me and my father, like, right off the jump, 22, won my first world title at MSG. Boom. The following year, Lomachenko, undisputed. They revoked that, whatever the case be. And then just kept on going from there on. You know what I mean? And it's better knowing now than later. Because then you just lying to yourself.
He's never doing an interview without mentioning Lomachenko. The Lomachenko win, like, he's never gonna do an interview without mentioning.
That's fine.
You let him talk long enough, he's gonna bring that fight.
Stevenson can hurt you. Not necessarily with power, but by frustrating you, controlling the distance, nullifying your offense, just making you look bad. He said that he feels like Shakur has superior boxing IQ compared to you.
That's cool. That's his opinion. That's cool. Everybody has an opinion like an asshole.
I swear I wish I could be like you. I swear I wish I could be like you too. Just be like, they say whatever, it's fine. I'd be like, say what?
Nah,
don't run from
saying to be like Tio, just because Jess don't know him like that. Hey, that's why she said that. Jess don't know him like we know him. I wish I could be like that. In that regard, I guess. That's what she said.
So yeah, just I'm excited for it all, man. I like to go to the fight.
People been talking about was your mental lapses in the ring because you're so skilled. Like you've been on the pound for pound list, right? Especially after you beat Lomachenko, you showed every facet of your game. But then there's fights, little hiccups, like against Sandor Martin, where people who say Tio just wasn't really there. Like mentally, it wasn't really him. Like, how do you avoid that from happening? And do you hear that noise?
Boxing raised me. I say it like that, and you come to a point in life where you realize some things may not go exactly the way you planned it for that night. That's perfectly fine because they're just mistakes in the lead up to something more. It only becomes a choice when you continue to make that same mistake. So I've come to terms where it's like those type of quote unquote hiccups were challenging moments for me to see where I could improve in my game. There's no such thing as like, oh, I know everything. I know how to do it all. I got this in the bag. You don't. If you do, you might as well quit now. Yeah. And that's,
Do you still love boxing? Because, it's funny. I hear you talk about your son a second ago and you lit up.
Yeah.
But then when you talk about boxing, it's just like, fuck it, I'm going to fight. I'm going to win. Keep moving. Then I'm going to go back to my son. You know what I mean? So do you still love it? Do you still have love for the sport?
I wouldn't be the man I am without it.
But you still love it now?
Absolutely. I'm just more, no more rah-rah shit. No more.
Man, I don't know, man. Look, we point this out with everybody else. When it was Charlo, we gave him a hard time. Is we about to let Tio slide or we about to give him credit? Which one we doing? Give him credit for the new Tio? Like, cause he's saying it, no more rah-rah. Like, he's so damn calm. Like, nah, Core, you gotta beat his ass, bro. He up to something, bro. Nah. I'm not falling for this shit. Tio is good. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Bro, know he got a challenge, though. That's what he do know. That's why he more, I guess, humble. He know it's a challenge in front of him, and Core pressed up on him. He like, Core wanted to fight with him. He like, yo, I wasn't in your way. You wanted to come up here messing with me. So, yeah, man, don't fall for Core. Lock in, man. Lock in. Tio ain't low, bro. He ain't rocking nobody to sleep with this shit.
You want to show and prove through actions and not words.
I ain't going to win that battle no more. I'm just going to do what I got to do because the real going to prevail regardless. They show a lot of flaws and fake dudes and fake people around the world now. But as long as you keep your thing, keep it thorough, you're gonna get yours.
But don't you feel like you suppressing who you really are? Like you talked about the Times Square, and everybody was saying Teofimo was the one that had that whole promotion lit up. Like on the press conferences, you had the bravado and all of that. So now it seems like you say
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna
had the
suppress that,
eye,
you're
the
not gonna be
eyeliner
yourself.
and shit.
I'm still myself.
Just a different toned down version of.
You want to say it that way? I think I just I ain't really been on social right now. I just been locked in. Yeah, I just been on. I don't know. I just been on.
I get what I'm saying though, because even when you talk about the things,
I'm still funny though. I'm gonna definitely do my thing at the press conference in a little bit.
But you got to show that to sell the fight, because you got the accolade, but in order to get that money, sadly, you got to perform a little bit.
I already got the money.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, no. So it's more so of the.
Yeah, but you want the fight to do well.
It will. I mean, look. I wouldn't. This is my first time sitting amongst you all at the Breakfast Club, and honestly, it's been. That's what it takes you to.
Your pops is funny. He back there like, man, fuck all that. Let's get to the fight.
So yeah,
one thing we never lost to a southpaw.
Look, I knew it was gonna come.
You said they never lost to a southpaw out of 200 fights.
Core ain't lost to no orthodox, and that's debatable because Sandor and Jermaine Ortiz gave you hell. Yeah, you got Loma and Josh Taylor, but the other two was on your helmet, bro. They was on your ass. So Core realized the two good ones you beat, but he know the other ones that you struggled against. So you think you beat him. I ain't gonna care. Sandor Martin has a damn good case of beating you in that fight. I ain't gonna hold you. Dropped you twice. Check hooking you, man, had you frustrated. he was on your ass. He ain't no crazy big puncher. Sandor Martin wasn't no crazy ass big puncher or nothing like that. Yeah, he was giving Tio hell in there. Jermaine Ortiz too.
Not to look over it, but a lot of people look at southpaws they're very difficult. But I grew up with southpaws since a kid. Kind of understand the rhythms of it. Don't get me wrong. He could be slick, but
understand the rhythms of it.
Something I do to southpaws that just work in my favor.
Score different though.
Tell him, Charlamagne. Shout out to you, Cameron. You already know, man.
Charlamagne was not trying to hear that shit. He's like, nah, Shakur different.
They tired of Tio ass. He too calm. They gonna pop him.
It's a special fight because who we both of y'all are, but Shakur is a special fighter. You gotta acknowledge that.
That's what we fighting.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why we're fighting.
So he does agree that he's special. But I mean, he got hit a couple of times against Cepeda, but he put himself in a position. Normally, he doesn't get hit like
that boy would have been down.
Damn.
They keep saying that. They keep talking about one round, bro.
When you look
When
at
he
your
was
career
sitting in
now,
the
what part of
corner.
your legacy are you?
That's how you know he great.
Building next.
The one that's coming. That's it. The one that's coming. All that is in the past. People end up forgetting. Just gotta keep it going and push forward on what else you could do. Like I said before, just trying to claim more history. Yeah, break numbers. I think we're gonna sell out the Garden. We got the big room. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be great.
You called out a lot of big names. Obviously, this is a massive fight. You called out, obviously, Bud Crawford at one point, Boots Ennis. So what's ahead? You saying that you're gonna beat Shakur, upset him? Like, are you going up to 147? Do you still want the big fights? Like what?
I'm trusting my team. I'm gonna trust my team on this one. I'm not gonna do no more than that. That's why you got a team. That's why everybody gets what they get from it. So trust your team, trust the process, and trust the fact that they got big plans for me the first quarter of the year and then moving forward after that. So I'm excited no matter what. I'm excited that I'm back on the field. I'm back fighting, getting ready. It's been a long time overdue. And just ready to show people the takeover. For real, for real.
Is this the most underestimated you felt going into a fight, or was it just the way with Lomachenko's?
Nah. Nowhere near close.
Okay.
But I just like the fact that I'm just keeping myself more calm and composed. Don't get me wrong, definitely, for sure. Yeah. But I ain't trying to do no more of that. I get myself in trouble for no reason. I'm being my authentic self and get people in trouble. It's gets me in trouble. I'm like, so y'all just don't like it. So it's like, I'd rather just. I'm trying to get.
Yeah, I made a short video on that one for sure, bro. About them going to 47 next, and if we lose, we lose.
Deals and stuff like that in the near future. So I'd rather just keep it like this.
What's the biggest misconception people still have about you?
I'm crazy.
That I'm crazy? Yeah, I'm not crazy.
Like you crazy.
It's like you gotta believe
he
you're the
ain't
best
crazy,
and
though.
the greatest to do what you do. It's not, and when you do it, you're not crazy. You're really smart. You're a genius.
That sounds a little crazy.
Like what you said? Nah, but it's just that. I was talking to my father about this though. All right, so I know y'all been hearing about the WBC and Crawford and all that stuff, right? So I was thinking about this. You only become undisputed when you pay all the sanctioning fees. So by default, by him not paying that one sanctioning fee, although he beat Canelo Alvarez, by default, he's not undisputed 3 times.
No, he's undisputed. No, he's undisputed. I mean, obviously the public knows. The public knows.
You mean on paper?
On paper. On paper.
That doesn't mean anything at this point, though.
They did it to me. I'm gonna do it to him.
Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold me down, Ant. Give me 1 second. I got a quick phone call. Y'all hit that like button, y'all. Sub to the channel, support the grind. And then we got a little bit more of this T.O. interview, and we're gonna keep going.
Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, Team Tank Davis. I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is Devin and bought me another Mercedes. Another one. The bad news is the Grinch didn't buy you guys one. But Debo is looking for him, and he's on the list. So let's see if 2026 you can't influence your man to be more like.
Why he look off to the left like that?
Right, Bill's a fool, bro.
Why Bill do that little look off to the left like that?
Right. He wild, bro. Bill's a funny dude. Let me see something really quick. All right, yeah. All right, let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Pardon me, y'all. I had a phone call, quick phone call. Bill, but that was Bill calling out Tank. That was his little Tank call out. He's still calling for that Tank fight in 2026, man. Bill still wants smoke, man. So he said, right? Told you they got loud since they got that 47. Let me find out y'all really think they Debo. They really think they Debo out here, huh? They really think they Debo out here. Okay. Let's keep going, though. Y'all, Bill a funny dude, man. I ain't gonna lie.
People consider you undisputed. A lot of people did consider you undisputed, even though it was on paper.
He still stuck on that,
right
bro.
now. They say unified.
Right.
Yeah, you're not undisputed. Just leave it alone.
Crawford, they got him, and I don't get. Look, can't take nothing away from Crawford. Great fighter, one of the best that we've seen of this era. Cool, we give him that. We give him the acknowledgement. He beat Canelo,
moving up. Classes,
yeah. But when you think about it, by the book, yo, that's why it's like by the book. If you ain't pay that sanctioning fee, by default, you didn't become undisputed.
Nah, that happened like 2 months later, though.
He undisputed. He won. He was undisputed. Then they came out of nowhere with these wild, bogus sanctioning fees. And Buzz stood tall, stood on business. They got exposed since then and then tried to make amends with him.
Oh, you talking about a guy that made? All right, you talking about a guy that made like they saying 50 M's, right? Or 50 plus M's. All you had to pay was a sanctioning fee that we all do.
Here we go.
Whether it's 2-3%, he's saying 330K. But because you already did it and now people are acknowledging out of it, because what's going to happen is this, and this is what I mean, it's either going to start two things. Either they set an example on Crawford or it becomes a movement. And what do we want to do, right? I can say, oh, I'm going to fight for this belt. I'm going to defend my belts and everything like that. But if I can get away with not paying a sanctioning fee.
But he did pay fees to the other sanctioning bodies.
Why not WBC?
No, but his argument was, can you guys agree to the same amount I'm giving all the other sanctioning bodies? He wasn't saying he didn't want to pay them anything. He just said, hey, there's a lot of belts, a lot of money here. The WBO is accepting X amount. You know, the other section, right? So he's frustrated, like, why I have to give you guys more? Now, I'm not throwing a shot at the WC. I love them. I just came from Thailand working with them, but you got to see his side as well. Everybody else agreed on whatever the number was. I don't know. He's just saying, why can't y'all follow suit and work with me and negotiate? That's Bud's argument, which is also understandable.
It doesn't take away the fact that you still got to pay that sanctioning fee.
Nah, because they got the belt though.
Three-time undisputed.
Well, he ain't undisputed no more, but who cares?
The fight is what made him 3-time undisputed. I get what you're saying.
I shout out to AK, man. I can Barack both, man. Shout out to AK though.
I wouldn't let them take that from you, even though they should acknowledge you as such, but you did do it.
Context is everything, man.
Why is it not there?
You don't think the public opinion is more important than a stat in the history books?
I'm not even in the history books.
No, but the public. I know.
I get what you're saying. He need to be in the history books.
I get it.
Not in the books.
Yeah. Know what I'm saying?
I think it was on ESPN for undisputed. Yeah. If Loma would have won, they would have gave it to Loma.
So
they got some shit with us, man.
What do you think that is?
Why do you think they got some shit? Because they think we're racist, man. That's
no,
what it's all about.
it's not that.
I'm from New York, man. I was raised with.
But what about those comments that people were saying that what race is, and they claim that you send bananas to Keyshawn's room and all that? Look, I know you personally, and I don't know you to be racist at all, right? But do you regret any of those antics? And I know why. I guess I figure why you thought you had to do it.
Like a Scarface moment. It's a Scarface moment right now.
What do you say?
Those antics, and I know why. I guess I figure why you thought you had to do it.
Like a Scarface moment. It's a Scarface moment right now. Like when you see me point your fucking finger and say that's the bad guy. I'm the bad guy at boxing.
So that's
then you started going left. You was the good guy. You was the guy doing backflips in the ring, wearing the college jerseys, as I always say, doing the ugly ass Fortnite dances and flips and shit. They was loving you. Then you beat Loma. You turned diva. That diva spilled over, and your personal shit spilled over into the fight with Cambosis. He beat you, and you've been on some different ish ever since. I ain't gonna lie.
No, but that's what they want to portray it as, because no one else could do something like I do. Not the whole part of the fruits. But let me regroup back on this.
Let me regroup
back on this though.
Let me regroup
when you
back
asked
on
me
this
that
though.
Question, why is it that way? I could say it's the 3 gateway I never chose on. I could say that I'm just trying to do something and
this way,
and authentically. I could say that the odds wasn't meant for me to have those flowers to do it, but something much higher caused it for me to do it, causing chain of reaction.
He doing it.
I still don't know, but one thing I'm not going to do is allow something that
he kicking knowledge
that is not powerful more than I am to dictate where I should be and how I should move my life.
Damn, bro.
So because it's working. If it's still working, it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And I'm maintain on that. I think certain things in this world tend to lead on. Let's just fixate it on that, right? But I can know how to make you a celebrity overnight.
That's
but
a
I
fact.
ain't choose that. I just want to be the best at what I do.
Yeah.
And some people may not like
of course, said he preparing for the best Teofimo possible.
So there's ways to scratch it off, rewrite it. They don't.
It's almost over,
and many other things.
Almost over.
So what am I to it? So when we got Shakur now, cool. Let's see what else we could pursue and what we could do. Let's see how much longer can my so-called authenticity continue to carry on in this industry of boxing.
So what did you mean when you said when you were talking about Tank and Bud? You said whichever monkey wants the banana.
Twister.
Yeah, because it's like I'm trying to get fights, and it's been led up for a long time.
Look at this
You know what I'm
guy
saying?
trying to
It's been
help.
led
He
up for a
called
long
himself a
time.
gorilla.
So I tried different ways and different avenues, had contracts thrown and all that. Never happened. Nothing ever happened. So I was like, yo, you know what?
Wasn't no damn contracts thrown.
I used to grow up watching young other fighters, 40s, 50s. I'm talking 1940s, 50s, where they used to go at each other like this. And then what about Mike
Tyson? Yeah.
I knew that was that's every.
Kids and all
You know what? I don't like that. That's the low hanging fruit. That's everybody go to when they do some BS, man. Try to go bring up Mike. Nah, man, leave Mike alone. Mike was original, man. Mike was 101. That shit you be on is much different than what Mike was on.
AJ slurs too.
Not saying Mike wasn't on no BS, but you be on.
You love me,
That's
right? So what happened to? I just grew up from that hardcoreness. That's how I looked
wise
at it.
one.
You know
He
what
know
I mean?
what's
And that's
up.
what I loved the most. Why I wanted to put on a pair of boxing gloves was because it was hardcore.
Yeah, Mike was
rugged.
unhinged.
You know, it wasn't none of this.
Different era though. In this.
And that's where I had to adjust. And I was like, okay, cool. I get where everybody coming from, but don't put me and portray me like that because I'm just coming from what I grew up on.
Man,
not
that's
the
not
banging,
that's not making it
just
no
the
better to
fact,
you.
like I'm gonna just get you under your skin till we just lace it up and then really make a
So many
full
other
action
ways
fight.
he could have did
But
that.
why not stand on it? Even with the Keyshawn Davis, like I just said, it was an anonymous package of watermelons and bananas, and then you
All I did was just laugh at it,
eating a banana.
laughing at
Why
it.
not stand on it and be like,
How you mean?
Like, say that you felt it.
Because I did it.
We didn't do that. No, I know. You said on our show that you didn't do it, but if people were assuming that you did and you put in the video, to Charlamagne's point, why not say, all right, let them believe that I did it?
Because
That's how we promote the fight. You just said that he has to do something to promote the fight.
All right, so basically
That's
it's
what
like
we
this.
do. We do something to promote the fight. That's what we do. We do. He called himself a gorilla. That's what we do.
We promote the fight. Shut up. They interviewing him. Shut up, sit in the back. Don't speak unless spoken to, trying to shoot him some bail money. We know what's up. Yeah, wow. He basically told us he grew up saying underhanded shit like that. See? You just put your foot in your mouth. Just say y'all was on some BS and that's it. Damn. And you would say you was just promoted because Terrence Crawford put his arm around you, bro. Was like, no, it's for promotion. But we could spar, though. We could spar. Then gonna go right back to talk about you want to fight him after the fact when he ain't in front of you. Crazy work, Tio.
You put a lie out there in front of everybody's face.
Oh,
Let people talk about you. Now I just took away from his action of his fight leading up to a world title. Now it's on me. Whether it's good, there's no such thing as good or bad publicity unless you hit a woman or you caused some murder or something like that to the point where you got a mugshot. But other than that, it shouldn't lead to that case scenario. So I went with it. But when it came to Akim Barak and I got on their show, I literally set it out like it is. I ain't do none of that. Because
Bud
you really
would have
didn't.
you would have choked him out.
But when they label you that, then they want to keep it going. Like they said, you used the N-word on Instagram Live, but you said you didn't.
No, I didn't. So I'd rather just, hey, if
said
that's something,
liquor,
the
y'all
only
remember
way
that?
that they could
That's
get
what
me
he
out,
said.
then I'm winning. If that is the only way you can find ways to get me out because you can't do it in the ring, I'm winning life. I'm winning. I'm winning big time. And I'd rather just keep it like that. I don't come in here with a full squad. I'm not like that. I think it takes a real man to go and do his things in a mafioso world and still hold it down to the
There you
T
go.
and just be like, I'm gonna do
You
what I
doing
do.
it again, y'all.
And ain't nobody gonna stop me.
Okay, what about this one? This is the last one. When you was frustrated with Top Rank.
What's up?
And you said if they want the black fighters, they can keep them. What that mean?
They grilled him about all this shit. They don't even know.
I look at it like
Charlamagne don't
I
give
just
a
want to
fuck.
start some chaos.
Look,
Start
he
some
don't
chaos.
even know what to say.
Let it be known. Conflict. What is everything in life, in this world, and politics and all that? It starts with what? Conflict. With chaos. Conflict.
I've saw articles about you where you've said or they've implied that you feel like they always choose the black fighters over you? Is that where that comes from?
No. Because if we really want to take it there, then look at Mayweather with Oscar De La Hoya when they were signed with Top Rank. Oscar was getting more of the fruit of the barrier, and Floyd felt like he wasn't getting his fair share.
Get more of the
Point
fruit
where he
of the
finally
berry.
left with them. He had to pay $750K to leave Top Rank, and then they ended up.
What'd you say, Ant?
He said it sounded like he said Mayweather was getting more of the fruit of the berry. I don't even know what that means.
Oh shit! Let me go back a second. This damn nut.
Of the barrier, and Floyd felt like he was.
Is that where that comes from?
No. Because
Fruit of
if
the
we really
berry?
want to take it there, then look at Mayweather with Oscar De La Hoya when they were signed with Top Rank. Oscar was getting more of the fruit of the barrier, and Floyd felt like he wasn't getting his fair share. To the point where he finally left
fruit of the barrier, y'all.
with them. He had to pay $750K to leave Top Rank, and then they ended up fighting each other, right? Or what about when we talk about Bernard Hopkins and Felix Trinidad? And Bernard Hopkins throws the Puerto Rican flag, and he got mobbed by the Puerto Ricans. So if it's gonna be a double standard. Then it can't be.
Man,
on
I
one
don't know what
side
the hell
anymore.
he talking
And-
about,
but-
y'all.
but
He
that's
just took
the
it
thing.
somewhere else,
See, I don't got
and they got to sit there and accept it.
I don't have that, I guess, so-called agency that's behind me to support me and
Bruh.
find ways to move around it. I'm learning on the job. I'm learning as I go. I'm 28, so I willingly, I still got time to learn from it. That's why I've been more on the easy edge. I ain't trying to deal with it no more.
So you know you've been on BS. That's what you've been admitting. You on one end you trying to say you're not racist, and then on the other end you said you know this stuff was wild because you ain't trying to be on that type of time no more. I was trying to cause chaos, man. You know what you was doing, bro. Know what you was doing, man. Tim, what's good with it, Brody?
Look, how I do it, beat whoever they put in front of me, win impressively, thank the universe for it all, keep it moving.
What have you lost outside of, not being listed as undisputed? But what have you lost behind the scenes that keeps you on that easy edge? It seems like you stepping real carefully now. Like, where does that come from?
I think it's just you gotta plan out your years. Feel me? I don't went broke already like twice. I ain't trying to deal that no more.
Oh.
I mean, eventually people gonna blackmail you and do all this extra stuff, and that's cool.
Shit.
You learn with it. But
I'm glad this
knowing that
at
you
the
got a
end. I ain't
family,
gonna
knowing you
hold
got
you.
all these things, you can't just go off of the work field
Yo, he be
thinking that
freestyle.
it's always gonna be there.
What do you mean by field?
Just work field.
I'm just fucking.
Yeah. What do you mean by field? He said, "What do you mean by field?" Man said, "What do you mean by field?" He had him for a second too.
But before, when you're in the ring and you see, when you see your opponents, right? What lets you know that they're like mentally broken, not just physically, but mentally. Like, okay, I got it.
I guess it's my my stance right away. They feel that aura, they feel that energy right away. I see their eyes just different.
Man, he said,
You can
"What?
see a
When
lot
do
in the
you
person
know?"
with
And that's
their
how he
eyes.
answered the
So I
question.
always look at the eyes.
Man,
So I don't know. Maybe it's just what I don't know how hard I do punch, but when I punch them, shit changes.
Right.
Shit changes quick. So yeah,
Yeah, his
I
style,
think that's really it.
freestyle, really.
Yeah, man. Why you got one of them shakers?
Man, when
Shit is a joke, yeah.
he been jerking that shit since he gave us
Shit is a Christmas gift.
He wants you to ask him to look.
Bob's, you want?
Lopez, good luck.
Shout out to them, man. That was both back to back cool Breakfast Club interviews, man. Look, that's a good fight, man. He too weird. I like, Cole just straightforward, more straightforward. Teo's always gonna be Teo, right? So, but nonetheless, they were still two good interviews, man. We got a great fight. I'm glad to see them making their rounds, man. Look like they had a good time up there, man. So that's cool. That's cool.
Before we move on from that, his undisputed situation was completely different. On one hand, you got Bud Crawford's situation, which is a matter of him not wanting to be extorted. Teofimo that was just some bullshit that went on between Mauricio.
Yeah, money making Mauricio.
Money making. I forgot to throw that on there. $sign Uliman, because no S's in that man's name, just straight
You
dollar signs.
stupid.
But 1 minute the damn franchise was operating similar to the WBA Super, then the next minute it wasn't. 1 minute it was transferable, the next minute it wasn't. Then you got Devin Haney as full-time champion because they don't have a regular champion at the WBC. So that shit was just all over the place. So he got money making to point the finger at for him not being undisputed on the technicality.
Yeah, he keep making it seem like the fans and boxing was against him, and we all know that's them making that up as they go along. Even now, look how he's trying to overly analyze Crawford's situation. Crawford's not undisputed. Shut up, bro.
Yeah, he's not anymore because he got stripped, but he was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, technically, he
That's-
was never undisputed. He didn't pay the sanctioning fees. Like, bro, just give it up, man. Yeah. More money, Mauricio.
More
That's
money,
what he
more
is,
money.
man.
Take the trade.
He gonna get that brethren, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Money making gonna get that brethren.
He gonna find a way.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna find a way. Then also like the mentally weak stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of these guys we seen him in a dire situation and he thugged it out, got a dub. The other one, every time he got a shaky performance, he's quote unquote not fighting up to the level of the competition, or he steps up big time. So there seems to be a little bit more fluctuation as far as like concentration and focus is concerned on his end. So I don't know about that whole mental thing that he was hitting that with Shakur. I never seen him look mentally shaky yet.
Right.
I personally haven't seen it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I was like, man, you know, anything is possible, but I haven't seen that, man. I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
but with Teo, that seems to be the thing. Every time he has a shaky ass performance, or he was, he wasn't right, or he wasn't focused. Then his next fight comes, and we're like, what version of Teo is going to show up? Is it going to be George? Is it going to be Lomachenko Teo? Is it going to be Josh Taylor Teo?
Yeah.
Which
And
one
it's
is
like
it?
we don't know. And how long are we gonna keep giving him that he performs when it's time to? Like sometimes I could bite you in your ass, man.
I don't give him that shit. You already know my personal theory is he got certain things that he struggles with, and if you notice, the guys that have given him trouble, they possess similar qualities.
Yeah. I ain't about to
That's simple.
overanalyze it. You stick to his
Yeah.
smart game plan, and if Shakur is himself, based on what I've seen, he wins that fight. You know what I'm saying? Wins the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Empire, he didn't fire Bo Mac. That was people just assuming that, when he said something about cleaning house, he was talking about Bo Mac. He ain't fired Bo Measley. Bo Measley ain't going nowhere. Lobby, what it do?
Teo don't got enough structure to me, man.
He 3.5 to 1, 3 to 1 underdog, something like that.
He don't fight with enough structure to me.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see these guys that are out there, they organize, they got a game plan, and then they have the footwork to execute as far as like positioning and movement.
I don't know about you, Ant.
Mobility.
I feel like he wing it sometimes. I feel like he be winning off him. I really do.
And that's what I mean.
Like
and that's what I mean by fighting without structure. Like,
yeah, he be freestyling, bro. I swear he do. I swear Teo is not a game plan guy, man. He freestyles to me. I ain't saying he don't stick to no game plan at all, but he, because that I don't think that would be fair to say, but I think for it's a fair amount of time in there where he freestyles.
and I think that's why he be out there having those struggles. And then you got Mark Kriegel having to sit his ass down and ask him whether or not he's working on cutting the ring off.
Mm-hmm.
And then Teo's gonna go out there and give him an answer like, well, you can't really cut a ring off. That's what he told the man. You can't really cut a ring off.
That's
like, Teo, knock it the fuck off.
Saying that is wild, man. You can't cut the ring off. You can't cut a ring off. It's crazy, bro. Man, T.O. on some BS. And again, easy work for Corey. Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. With the wrong game plan and approach, it can end up being easy work. But I just, I think he gonna bring he gonna fight his career on the line. Career definitely on the line. He gotta bring it.
You got to fight with some structure, bro. T.O. got all the talent in the world. He got the reflexes and the explosiveness to always be dangerous, but you don't really see him setting traps like that. That's why I think he hasn't been getting any knockouts in quite some time. He got that one over Pedro Campo, but otherwise, he ain't really getting them because there's no damn structure to the way that he fight, bro. It's like, it's none. He really do be out there just winging it, just hoping that he counters and shit. That's why that Josh Taylor fight was so good for him, because Josh Taylor gonna come forward and he don't set nothing up. Josh Taylor barely use a jab. He gonna close the gap. He gonna fight on the inside and fight like a damn rock'em sock'em robot.
Right.
Oh, is that Tim right there? I gotta see that.
Yeah. I got you. We can get right on to it, man. This was Tim leaking the joint with him and Bug getting that work in, man. So I hit that like button, y'all. Sub to the channel. We're gonna get through this. I'm gonna be here for all night on this good Friday, man. Got 80 people in here, man. Hit that like, sub to the channel. Let's go, man. Let's see what Desert Storm had for us, man. Storm posted that sparring bubble in there getting that work. X's and O's, right, Lobby. I could agree with that. Blaze, what it do, homie? You got me. I wasn't hurt. Bud put his ass down. Yeah, he been nice. Tim was trying to tell people way back then. Right, the way it is what's the name? That's the video though. I think a little laggish. I don't think it's me. Tim doing his swarm shit that he do. He was getting it in too for a minute. Bud just be on a different type of time, bro. Probably went in the tapes on it. And he went in the crates, I mean, we got this. Yeah, Blaze. Getting it in, Bud different, man. With Tim is a scrappy dude, and I respect him for putting this out there. He put this joint in his own channel. I said, let me go on ahead and hit the like button and share this on the channel. Shout out to Tim. Because it's storming. As it storm. Yeah. But Tim bringing that pressure, but Bud boxing him off and fighting back. Look at him. Won't let Tim be no bully in there. This one Tim found out Bud wasn't no sparring partner. It was at this moment he up. He learned that Bud wasn't no damn sparring partner. Backs up, hey, real quick. That's a great point, Blaze. So that's a great point, man. It's just a couple of guys that got that to their game where it's really hard to put them in positions where they're uncomfortable in the boxing ring. Bud Crawford is definitely one of them people. Very calm, poised. Pull out like that. Well, utilizing that, the legs on it. Bring that space up there. Boom. Getting a little bit better now, Jordan. Getting a little bit better. You can see it now a little bit better. And they working too. I got the baby in the back. Bud is so smooth here, man. He real poised. Boxing, move around the ring, picking his shots, combinations flowing, and Tim putting the pressure. You know, he getting his shots in it too. In the moments where you get the trap, Bud start trying to work. You see what his game is with Bud is boxing, movement, creating space, getting his shots off. He got the longer reach, so makes sense for them, both of them to do exactly what they're doing. This is the dope thing about boxing. You can see this shit. Them need to be in closer. You need to be closing the gap, trying to trap Bud so he can get his work in. Boxing, distance, getting his shots off, mixing it up, head to the body, pushing it back at times when he need to, not allowing himself to be bullied. Boxing with 2-4, what it do? They was working, man. Shout out to the hangout spot too, man. Just made sure I subscribe to it. That'd be like early 2000s, eye for eye. I think this was shortly after Bud turned pro. I think he was pro at this point. $815, what it do? 2011. Appreciate you, my guy. 2011. 815. What's good, my guy? So yeah, I wasn't too wrong, you know, too off. 08, turned pro, 3 years. Yeah, early in the game. Told Buck, you ain't no sparring partner. Told Buck, chilling. That's why I like there. There's about 90 people in here. Hit the like button, y'all. Sub to the channel. I don't care what side you're on. Support the grind. We got Bud and Tim Bradley putting in some world-class work. You know what I mean? Putting in that world-class work, y'all. But he told us the story about Bud being a dog. He told us that Bud got in there with no trainer or something. Then he sparred him multiple different ways or something he was saying. Him a scrappy ass dude though. A lot, boy. They relentless. Keep that pressure coming. It's like him and Sean Porter got some similarities to me. Tim Bradley. Not exactly, not identical. They got some similarities. Like the Swarm getting there, mixing up. Bug King. Yeah, Blaze, both of y'all said 2011. I'll take y'all word for Oats, 815 and Blaze. Take y'all word for it. I'm telling you, Blaze, that's what I'm saying, the similarities. I'm like, it ain't identical, but I'm getting some Shakur Porter-esque type vibe going on. And that's what I'm watching. I mean, the Porterway podcast would be proud. Because he relentless. That's how you know Bud a dog. He was able to fight him up off of him. And deal with that shit. Yeah, no problem dealing with that shit. Long, wiry ass Bud. Tell Bud Young. Wonder how much he was weighing right here. And it's another day. They ain't got the same shit on. Shout out to Tim for giving the people this sparring from these dudes, man. But you know, Bub been putting hands on people since the early 2000s. Put hands on you now. That's how Bub come. I put hands on you. Tell right away who's who. About 140 at this time. Shit, I don't even think so. Nah, 2011. That's 3 years in. I gotta look. To double check. He might have still been at 35. I don't know. Double check. Look. I'm gonna check. Give me a second. Y'all hit the like button. I'm gonna check. I've had Floyd release the footage of him and EJ. That'll be dope. That'll break the internet. Has to be with here, right? Let's see. Madrid. Yeah, nah, you right. You right, Blaze. 2011, he went to 140 officially, I believe, to 2010. Yeah, 2011, yeah, 140. He's dead. Well, he's in that. He was in that range because he was fluctuating. Now that I'm looking at it, yeah. So he fluctuated. So you're right. In 35, 140 range in terms of competing, for sure. So yeah, you about right, bro. Shout out to my guy. Right. Bug got a smooth foot. We a smooth operator in there. Real smooth fluid movements. Very comfortable in the boxing ring. He be at home. They made Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin in February, boy. Turkey do that, man. Man, they gonna have to put some respect on his name if he make that fight.
It's just a matter of time, Jack. That punch is there. One after another is gonna make that.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This good work, man. You could just tell, man. Bud just where you put the groundwork in. You damn sure giving Tim Bradley some trouble. Think about him. He won't let you hold him for nothing. He will not let you eat. Nah, he ain't going. Bud ain't going. And I know that's something that these guys respect about him. When they get in the ring with him, he ain't gonna let you do what you want. You're not gonna be physically too strong for him where you could just muscle him around. And that dude, the jack of all trades. Really could do everything. He's a true athlete, bro. IQ off the scale, facts. He's somebody that I've grown to appreciate even more and more through the years, man, because it's hard to get to the top, let alone stay there for as long as he's been there. So he deserves his flowers. And I admit I had him messed up once upon a time. Really did. Just a little bit, not inside the ring, but just for one fight. You know, one fight I had him messed up. It took us one time for me to know. Facts, Blaze. Facts. They got them quick processors, man. That's what I like to call them, man. They process information so fast, man. And they take advantage of the mistakes you make. It's almost like they be knowing when you're going to make a mistake, and then they'll just take advantage of it. And then he force you into them 50-50 exchanges, and he be clipping. Bro. And they're working, ain't they, 2 cents? They're working. Yeah, and then he actually showed it to us, Blaze. That's why I say I appreciate the content creator, Tim Bradley, man. That content creator, Tim Bradley, for the people, man. Tim for the folks, he for the good folks. Yeah, Tim definitely for the people, man. I just appreciate his takes because I think they come from an honest place with experience and shit too, and being in the know. Your bud was with him every step of the way, whatever he wanted to do. If he wanted to crowd him, you know what I mean? Just being in his chest, trying to push him back. If he wanted to box and be on the back foot, Bud could do it, cut the ring, be right there in front of him, time him. Yeah, he would, whatever you with, he with. You know what I mean? Whatever type of time you on, he on it too. Work. I'm telling you, Blaze, to be locked in like that, people don't get it. The amount of concentration it takes. You blocking punches, swinging punches, missing with punches, getting hit with punches, moving. You know what I mean? Let's think about how boxing requires so much from you, bro. That's why you gotta have a deep, real appreciation for this shit, because it's just not for the faint of heart, not for the weak, bro. This shit is not for the weak. Not at all. The mental aspect, that's why I say this sport right here is so unique. And, you know, all sports are in their own way. But the dope thing or the crazy thing about boxing that makes it just stand out is you really can get this shit everything you got, and that still don't be enough, bro. Work your ass off extremely hard, it still don't be enough. I mean, that's the mental toughness that these fighters have be on another level, bro. Another level. Tim was out here cooking, man. He was out here cooking with Bud, man. That's how you get better. You gotta be in there with somebody that can push you, not somebody that you could just beat up on and have your way with. He's with that shit a whole time, I'm telling you, bro. That's why he one of the best. He been on that shit forever. Good work from them boys, man. I wonder was Tim getting ready for a fight here, and if so, what fight? Either of these guys, if they was getting ready for a fight. With Floyd was different. 705 won his first title and defended it all in the same year. Yeah, nah, he stayed special, Bleeds. Really was. Floyd had that gift, man. God gifted. You know what I mean? Generational talent, God gifted, special, all that stuff. That's him. And he shows you the difference between really good fighters, really talented fighters, and just like God-given talented. Yeah, 47. I just feel like he admitted, he said Floyd would have been gave him trouble because of his mind. He said the rest of them dudes pretty much, he was like he would have beat up, but the only one would have gave him trouble was Floyd. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, if they fought, I'm picking Floyd. I don't care what weight. I would pick Floyd. But that ain't saying like, you know, no opening shut case. Bud could beat anybody step in the ring with. That dude is that good. Look, he with that shit right there. Get right back in the mix. Right back in the fire. He got timing, like relaxed he is, poised. See everything coming, can react accordingly, respond accordingly. It's a real talent, man. Training for Pac-Man. Oh, Bradley. Yeah, you probably right around that time, right? When he fought him. Shout out to Eye for Eye. Well, he was walking him down. Yeah, he switched tactics in this one. I know Tim was doing a lot of pressure and trying to crowd and smother in the earlier parts of the sparring, but you know, in this particular part, he definitely was doing some backing down. Bud was on the helmet a little bit, huh? But it's just great work, man, from world-class guys. He got that knockdown, though. Bud did. Caught his ass jumping in on balance. Big shout out to content creator Tim. Friday. It's almost over, y'all. This was a cool, nice, calm Friday, man. Hell yeah, bud. Be tough for anybody. I'm with you. A lot of feints and counters, right? Mine's probably working 1,000 miles an hour in there. Man, definitely, it'd be the ultimate chess match between the two. They both put in some good work. And he ain't released no bullshit. Wow, this is over 30 minutes, I think. Over what, about 31 minutes ago. It's almost over. This was pretty good, man. It was great work from both guys, for sure. Hit the like button, y'all. If you're in the building, I don't know what side you're on. Hit the like, sub to the channel. Hit the bell icon, man, as we continue to wrap up on this Good Friday, man. I guess you don't know, but you have to see the gist of it. They went to work, man. You could tell they working. Productive sparring, Bleeds. Productive sparring. Great work from them champions, man. Great work, man. That's interesting. Shout out to Tim Bradley for dropping that, man. Letting the people see, even with him getting knocked down in this sparring. So he got me. Wasn't hurt though, but he got me. So I wasn't hurt, but he got me. I mean, I wasn't hurt though, but he got a plan. He got me. He called me definitely productive, man. Helpful, man. I don't think you take years off your life, you know what I mean? Unnecessarily going out there getting smart work. I think this is the last thing I'm gonna cover with Conor Benn. I think this was Conor Benn spazzing on Devin a little bit. Well, he gave his thoughts on Devin Haney. All that I want to hear people say they want to beat his ass. I don't care if you think he's entertaining or not.
At the start, like 300,000 for the winner in the amateurs for the gold medal. Like, if you were around when these kind of opportunities were about, it'd be great for boxers. And for now, how lucky are boxers to be able to have this opportunity at such a young age?
I mean, when they told me the amount they're earning, I thought, bloody hell, might as well go back amateur. If they give me the opportunity to go back amateur, I might as well. But yeah, it's great for boxing, great for amateur boxing, great that the fighters are able to learn their trade, not feel the pressures of having to make ends meet, and being able to really learn their craft before turning over.
Have you had like more than 2 days without your phone since the fight? I've seen you once already, and well, twice now, and it's not been in the UK.
Oh, bro, I don't even know. I've been so flat out, but ultimately, it's all good. It's all good.
What's the most productive thing you've done since the fight? Was it the Haney, call out the Haney beef, the Ryan Garcia stuff? Because you've been so active and it's actually paying off. There's plenty of fights for you out there at the moment, Conor.
Bro, that's not even like trying to be proactive. That's just me. I ain't even trying to be out there or hijack any media. I'm just literally there, and whoever wants it can get it. Ultimately, that's how I feel, and that's it. I didn't go there for no any other reason.
What happened to the not guilty chain?
I've actually still got that. That's going to get framed up in my house.
What have you spent your winnings on so far?
I don't touch my winnings. I just spend a little bit of sponsorship money. I don't touch my winnings at all, to be honest.
I'm surprised that Conor and Garcia or Barrios is going to happen after Ryan and Barrios. How did that happen? Because it seemed like you were going to be the next to fight for that WBC crown.
I mean, I don't really know, to be honest. My eyes were set on the Eubank fight, and as soon as the fight was done, I was ranked #1 in the WBC top contender for the belt. So, you know, ultimately, I take the option with both hands, and I'm excited to get that WBC world title. It's got my name written all over it.
I know how much respect you have for the WBC. Your dad had that same belt. Crawford is on bad terms with him at the moment. He's not paid them from the Canelo fight. How do you respond? What was your reaction when you saw him talking all of that smack against the WBC?
Well, it's not great, is it? I mean, it's been all right for the generations of fighters previous. Nothing's changed. Everyone knows.
He wasn't really talking no smack to the WBC. He stated his case. I hate when people just like say things in a very like, I don't know, surface level way of thinking. Like, he got a stance and they got one, and they ultimately walked back some of the shit they were saying. So who really was at fault?
And that's the way it works. So it's the way it's worked for many years. You know, for him to just, you know, one night wake up and decide that he's not paying the sanction fees, I think it's a bit of a liberty. But ultimately, you know, each to their own. If that's how he feels, that's how he feels. It's not how I feel.
When you win the WBC belt, you plan on paying?
Talk like that because he's trying to fight for the belt.
I'm appreciative of getting the opportunity to fight for the belt. For me, it is the most prestigious belt in boxing, and will be for a very long time.
Teo Shakur, I'd imagine you going out there. What do you make of that fight?
I'm there. I think I'm backing Teo. I think he's in a hard fight. Well, he's not in a taxing fight. He's in a complex fight in terms of boxing, but he's not in a grueling war. He won't be in a grueling war, that's for sure.
Your last fight wasn't a grueling war.
As a journalist,
your last fight you boxed. Your last fight you boxed, and if you came in there and you fought Shakur, how you did Conor Benn, how you did Chris Eubank in that second fight, you'll get your head boxed off, I believe. You boxed your last fight. That shit wasn't no grueling war, and it wasn't nearly as entertaining as that first fight y'all had. These dudes love to talk that war shit till you sitting around not being able to articulate a clear sentence. I'm telling you, nobody trying to get their heads.
You look at pound for pound rankings, and Shakur is a lot higher. I know you don't like Shakur, but do you not have respect for what he could do against Teofimo Lopez? Because you've dismissed him there, Conor.
No, I don't not like Shakur. I like Shakur. I'm just insulted he thinks he can come up to my weight and feel like he can just make it easy work. Or come up to my weight then. I don't not like him. I think he's a funny guy. I think he's funny looking as well. It reminds me a bit of, you know, Tom and Jerry. Which one? What's the mouse?
I didn't even watch
Jerry. It reminds me of Jerry. Oh, literally, yeah. Turkey called it. I didn't even realise. Yeah, Tom and Jerry. He does all that running around. Nah, yeah, that's him. But he literally looks like Jerry to me. I just realised. Yeah, he's Jerry.
So you think Teo wins?
I was like calling him Jerry from now. Is that who's Shakur?
You think Teo wins, honestly?
I do, but not discrediting Shakur at all. I think it's
like a
phenomenal
Pokemon Geo dude.
I just think Teo has more explosiveness, more zap, and more spite. And he's tricky as well.
You and Devin haven't been getting on since his fight. You were calling it boring. Devin put on a better performance than
he used to abuse
his fight with Brian Norman.
Since before that fight.
That's true.
I thought he carried on like Minge when he filed a lawsuit. Then you got fighters like Miguel Cotto not pressing charges or anything against someone who actually had lead in their gloves or whatever it was. So you sit down and you go, mate, that's right, mingy behaviour. Like, it's just like, take your beating as a man. Just take it. The fact that he had it abolished from his record, and the fact that he's gone to, he's filed for battery. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm sitting there going, what sort of fighter are you, mate? But listen, he's a good fighter. Like, they're all good fighters. They're all like the top of their field. Yeah, he's done a lot in the pro game, and I know his dad's his mouthpiece and speaking on his behalf with Conor Wen and all that. Ultimately, he couldn't sell out a stadium with anybody. He couldn't sell out a stadium with nobody. There's no name on the planet that he could sell out a stadium with.
Do you get support in America? Because Shakur, Ryan, and Devin are all the top names.
Believe it or not, I get so much love in America. It's overwhelming. It's a blessing. I look around and I go, that's when you sort of know, yeah, like, I'm doing this. It's when I'm getting recognised in Miami, getting recognised in New York, LA, and I'm talking down some backstreet roads. I ain't even talking like boxing events. But ultimately, the name's familiar over there in America.
Do you think it's gone too far between Eddie and Devin Haney?
I don't think Eddie will want to work with Devin Haney, personally. Who wants to work with Devin Haney? An entitled fighter who don't put bums on seats wants mega paying. Bro, it's not how it works. People don't want to watch you fight.
Calling him an entitled fighter. He worked his ass off the same way you did. Conor should be able to recognize that shit, though. Being another fighter, bro, that's a little disappointing. Like, that's another place where I disagree with the, like, entitled how? Like, he worked for everything he got. They didn't get that man shit, and they tried to write him off after somebody cheated on him. They was ready to throw him away. Nah, man. Devin Haney ain't entitled, in my opinion. He ain't perfect, but no, that dude work hard as hell, bro. You can't take that from him, man. Can't take that, dude. Like, we people could say you entitled.
Are you proud of how far you've come? The first time we spoke, I think, was on Zoom in 2019 or 2020. There was some ups and a lot of downs throughout the journey. Do you look at this and still feel as if you're proud of yourself, or do you not have time to reflect? As we said at the start, it's just so busy.
I just want to keep it going, bro. I mean, listen, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. So, let's just keep going. I said to the team literally 3 days after the fight, let's keep it going. Like, no resting, no chilling, like, money don't sleep. Let's keep it moving.
Well, I've known you and interviewed you for 3 or 4 years now, maybe a little longer, and we've always had good times, good conversations, and I always appreciate you for giving me your time and some good interviews. So look forward to what the future holds, Conor.
Oh, pleasure, mate. Pleasure.
Shout out to Conor Benn, man. Fight Hub, man. Always with some exclusives, talking to the fighters. And it's been a good week, an interesting week, a long week. A good week, though, of Boxing Bills, man. We just got through Teo and Shakur Breakfast Club interviews. I like to see that they're making their rounds, promoting the fights. That's good for boxing. Conor Benn's talking crazy about Haney, but the good thing, people is talking about Haney again. If y'all know me, y'all know I've been a heavy advocate for him bouncing back, getting back to where he belonged, even despite me thinking Brian Norman was going to win the fight. You know what I mean? I don't feel bad. If I had to pick over, I would have picked again, same way. But I said this, it would be good to see him bounce back where people are talking about him again, where his name is in the mix with other, meaningful fights and big name guys. You starting to hear the Shakur Stevenson fights being talked about. Teo even sounded like he revisiting the fact that he'll fight him, talking about he got motion. So it's a lot of stuff that can happen in these next, few months up to the next couple years in boxing, man. We got some good fights to look forward to, man, and I'm here for it all, man. I'm here for the action and the activity. You hear me, y'all? I'm here for it. Here for it. January 31st. Can't wait. Tomorrow we got Diego Pacheco fight tomorrow, man. He got a scrappy guy in front of him. Dude look like he ready. What happens in that fight? Then, you go on the 19th. You got Jake and Anthony Joshua, and they said Jake Paul been getting his ass beat, black eyes and some more stuff. Getting his ass handed to him. So let's see. But nah, Haney did a good job getting back to where he belonged. He talking, Conor talking trash is good for boxing. Let's see what comes out of all of this, man. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Yeah, calling him entitled is weird to me. It's like, bro, he worked hard as hell. I don't understand how he entitled. They act like he just woke up one day and they just start giving Devin Haney accolades and shit. Like he ain't just put the work in. That's what I don't like. They act like it's been handed to him. He ain't no privileged guy. He's not no son of a fighter father. You know what I mean? That was a former fighter. You get what I'm saying? Like that's not his story, right? He's the only one. You got Zabs saying it's God there, but you get what I'm saying? It's him, right? He put on. There wasn't no other Haney in the game, and look at where he made it to. So you got to respect that. Especially with him making it much farther than where Conor Benn is at right now. You got to be able to tip your hat. Conor, you still ain't got a world title yet. You know how hard that shit is, and look how accomplished that Haney is. 3-division champion. You can't knock that man. Say what you want, but he doing it the right way, man. But look, much love, much appreciation to everybody that pulled up. Hit the like button on the way out. Sub to the channel. Turn the notifications on. Hype the lives, man. Share the lives, and we're going to keep building, man. We're going to be back tomorrow to build on this boxing. Till then, y'all enjoy the rest of this Good Friday, and I'll see all y'all tomorrow. Peace to the fam. Ain't as good as his style. It's going to need Turkey to get his fights. Probably so, but the good thing is he got a relationship with Turkey, and if he burnt every other bridge or if other people don't want to work with him, he still has an opportunity to make money, make fights, and be successful. And that's what we should always want for the sport, right? So with that, we up out of here, man. Peace to you.
Representing Brick City, Shakur.
Finding those levels, too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with a straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're gonna give him his Just Do. Shout out to my brother Just Do.